Live stream inside the dome, YouTube. Only on YouTube we are streaming on. I might do Riverside as well, though I don't think that matters. Nah, that's fine. Are we on YouTube? There we go. Full free agency. I gotta change the title and all that. Okay. Yeah, this needs a new title. It still is the free agency title. My bad. Let's get the description. Okay. Public category. We are sports. Of course, we're sports. Playlist. Live streams. Okay. All right. All right, we're in.
We're in.
We are
Hey.
in. We are in. It should be updated. Let me go on my personal YouTube to make sure that we are in and live. Yep, there it is. It is the 2025 NFL Draft First Round live show. Yes. Beautiful. 15 subscribers strong. I love it. We are live.
Beautiful.
We are rolling. It is the live show officially. We have finally made it to the live show for the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft. It is me and Carlin here. We'll probably have more people throughout the show. I have guests outside watching it in the other room. I'm going to bring people in throughout. It's going to be fun. Can't wait. It's the draft. We got our Steeler gear on. I got my Joey Porter jersey. Carlin's got a shirt that says Pittsburgh Steelers. I love it. And we are in sync. The draft. Huge crowd in Green Bay. It looks like a nice crowd there in Green Bay. Then again, that location's like, ugh. I don't know. Green Bay, kind of in a way. But
it's historical.
It's historical. It's historical, you know. But yeah, it's historical. But it's starting up in about a minute or so. We're going to be reacting to all of the picks. So it's going to be fun. I'm texting people who are outside with me. Carlin, how are you doing today on this Thursday?
I am pretty good. How are you?
Good. I'm texting people right now.
I still need that mic stand.
Oh, God.
I posted on Instagram, by the way, just so you know. So you're going to get something about it.
I'm going to go on Snapchat and let it be known. Live stream starting now.
Dude, there looks like a lot less people than there was in
Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, Green Bay is like really hard to get to because it's a neighborhood.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be there for the Steelers when the Steelers host it.
I can't wait next year. I cannot wait. Promoting right now on my Snapchat.
Yeah.
Allow paste. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. It is time for the draft. It's just going to be fun talking about the draft the whole time while it happens. I think that's just going to be the fun part of it. Especially, here's the thing. The Steelers, this is going to be either really good or really bad. Like, I'm scared what's going to happen. Like, I know you don't want Shador as much. I want Shador. A lot of people want Shador. But it's just, oh my goodness. I don't know what to expect. I saw like one thing where like the Cleveland Browns could trade into the first round, pick like number 20 and like take whoever the Steelers would want, something like that. Like, I am genuinely scared.
Or they trade back.
Oh God. Shador Sanders is not there. It looks like too. They're showing his couch at the moment. He is not there. Oh dear. I I want Shador. I personally want Shador. I'm sorry. I'll keep saying that throughout the whole
I
night.
don't want Shador.
I know you don't want Shador. I know you
we're
don't.
gonna have a fun time talking about who we want and who we don't.
We are.
I will say the nice thing about this draft, besides the first overall pick, we really have no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah. We really. I mean, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter is the ideal 1, 2, 3. People are saying Ashton Genty could go to the Jags at 5. Apparently, he's like the rumored favorite now to go at 5.
Yeah.
Which is insane. I don't know. I don't know about that. Make sure Carlin, have your noties on Do Not Disturb. Your notifications.
Yes, we are good. You're on ESPN, right?
Yeah, I'm on ESPN.
Could you imagine if we were on 2 different networks? We did.
I know ABC's doing it.
You know what we should create, John?
What?
You should create a doc. Share the doc with me, so every time that a pick goes through, we can write it down.
We'll do it at the very bottom of our Inside the Dome doc.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, then that way at least we know if like teams trade in it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll keep an
instead of so it doesn't get spoiled for us.
Yeah,
this is fun, dude. Imagine us in downtown Pittsburgh next year, dog. Welcome live from Tequila Cowboy.
Oh dear. Shout out to Tequila Cowboy.
The Cowboy.
Shout out.
John, what's your favorite bar in downtown Pittsburgh?
Gotta say Tequila Cowboy. It's a cool place.
I think Tequila Cowboy's overrated. I like Aldean's.
Aldean's. Here's the thing. I don't go downtown as much.
You know what we need to do next year?
What?
We'll go to a Steeler game and we'll bar hop before.
That'd be smart. That'd be fun.
We could do like a Monday or a Thursday night game and bar hop. You know?
That's why I feel like the draft in Pittsburgh would be so nice. Because like look at Green Bay. What is there around the area? It's just like an open area. That's about
it's a neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a little neighborhood. There's a cool fan riding a bike right now. Or something. Yeah. Do you see that?
I'm sure. Yeah. We're gonna go against that.
Hey, what the heck?
I'm assuming it has something to do with Wisconsin.
Boo.
Where was the bike invented?
Oh dear.
I bet.
What the heck is this? What is this? What? Oh, there's 2 people. There's 3 people. 4. Oh my God! What the? This is cringe, Carlin. This is really cringe. Oh my! This is insanely cringe.
Is that Little Wayne?
Oh dear. Yeah, that's a rapper. That's definitely a rapper right there. That's a Packer player. Here's my TV is muted right now too, so I don't know like what commentary they're saying.
They're on closed caption.
Okay, they're booing him right now.
Yeah, I have the audio in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep the audio on the whole time, but I just want to hear what Goodell has to say. Boo, Roger Goodell, you suck. We got a comment on YouTube. Coming at you live from the DQ drive-thru. Shador Mania. I like that. I like that. There's our live stream chat. Yeah, if you're watching, chat throughout. We can talk about it. I got the list going right now. Let me see if I can put the... Let me share my screen. So then I can put like the list as well. Yeah. Up here.
Dude, you can watch it in Lambo too. I feel like if we keep doing this yearly, year in and year out, next year it's going to be a little bit different. But we could actually make like a whole 9 yards with the ticker and everything.
Yeah.
Because it's like it would just be so easy to throw the live stream on here and just watch it, but we can't because of copyright issues.
Yeah. Okay. The draft. I have what the draft is right now up on the screen so everybody can follow along with us. Let me just make sure that's working perfectly. Inside the Dome podcast. There we go. Live streaming. Yep, it's working. Okay. This is sweet. I'm gonna hop into the other room real quick and get.
You're fine. You're good. We're co. If you didn't listen to yesterday's episode, John told me that is having people over for this after we agreed to do this, and I was like, "That's gonna be a little." He was like, "Oh, multitask." I was like, "Whatever." Also, the fact that Lil Wayne's there is kind of funny. Ah. Um. Yeah. Oh. What's going on here? Matthew's just talking about the president. Hey, John. Oh wait, John's. You hear what Clay Matthews just said? I can't hear you. You're muted.
What do you say?
He said he just got off the phone with the president, and he has a message for Wisconsin, and it was that the Bears still suck.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's a good message, though.
That is a good message. I won't lie.
I wonder. I do wonder what the Bears are going to do this time around.
Yeah. Shout out to the 4 concurrent viewers right now. That's awesome. 9 total views.
I know. What's up, guys?
At one point. And one of them is not even me, so that's nice. To people watching, if you want to comment whenever, pick sucks, pick doesn't suck, just let us know.
The draft is officially open, by the way. We're here. Titans are on the clock.
Titans are on the clock. This should be Cam Ward.
You know what you should do? Are your headphones wireless?
No.
Well, plug your headphones in and throw them on, and then they won't be able to hear. You will be able to hear the TV audio is what I'm saying, so you can hear what he says.
Yeah.
All right, okay. I gotta relay the message.
I'll unmute when he's about to announce the pick and all that, the TV. But yeah, this should be Cam Ward. If it's not Cam Ward, I don't know what they're thinking.
Dude, the question is, how long will the pick take?
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm gonna pull up the players' bio and all that, so we can be professional too. Talk about.
All right, I got a question for you, John.
Yeah.
Since we're gonna be here for a while, do you think Cam Ward going to number 1 overall is the perfect decision?
No.
Not based off the team. Not based off the team.
I mean, I think, well, at least with the Titans, I thought Abdul Carter would be better. I mean, Cam Ward, if you look at him with last year's draft class, he would have been near the back of the pack of the first round QBs. So it's I don't know. I like him a lot. He's great athleticism, very nonchalant in the backfield, but I don't know if he fully excites me because the Titans too, they've been so quick with QBs. Malik Willis had 1 year to develop and then they moved on from him. Same with Will Levis. He only had 2 years. So it's just been a mess with Tennessee. It really has been. So I don't even know. Oh, geez. I hope we don't draft Shador. We need a real ball player like one of them good men from Notre Dame or Wisconsin. That's if you're talking about Sam Hartman. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. No. Look, here's the thing. The Steelers QB situation is a travesty at the moment. It is Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson. That is absolutely terrible. Terrible. You need, and you have, I said it on the podcast. I'm saying it again here because we're going to be here for a while. Thinking of Aaron Rodgers is done. It's done. No more Aaron Rodgers. You're at the draft. You have to move on. You need a quarterback. Shador is your best option to start. Unless you want to embrace the tank, which they are not doing at the moment. They should maybe, but they're not doing it right now. So I feel like Shador is the best option. I really think Shador is the best option. But that's just my opinion. I get if he doesn't excite me too much. I feel like people next year are better, but this team is not embracing the tank. They're not. We know that. They are not embracing the tank at this point. But 6:57 left, and they have not picked. Maybe they're calling him. That's what I'm guessing. But Cam Ward, he's 22 years old only, so he is pretty young. He's a redshirt senior, 6'2", 219 pounds.
Do
He's been in 3 different colleges as well.
do you think he'll be the future of the Titans? Now, okay. The whole entire premise of the draft is that these are the future players of the league.
Yeah.
I get that. But what I'm saying is, do you actually think he's going to thrive in the league? I think that's a better question.
I'd say it's a good chance. I don't think the Titans are terrible, but the Titans have just failed to develop QBs. But they have a new head coach who they got last year who didn't draft Will Levis. So this is Callahan's quarterback, essentially. So they have a chance, I think. I think Cam Ward has a legit chance in Tennessee. I would say that.
Yeah.
So they're on the phone right now. They
phone.
just got off. Oh, no, they're still on the phone with him. Callahan just got off the phone. It looks like the GM might be on the phone now.
They play past
Cam Ward.
They play past the mic.
Yeah,
it's crazy though too that there wasn't a trade recently until this morning, and it wasn't even a big trade. It was like
the Texans and Browns.
Yeah,
like that really wasn't much, to be honest.
But
I mean, it was
this is also the first time in years that all 32 teams have a first overall pick.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, yeah, we got a long night. 31 teams to go to draft and pick.
Yeah, we got a long night ahead of us. We really do. I'm promoting on Instagram.
Bro, now. I should buy a mic halfway through this.
Yeah, you should.
That would be funny.
Also, I would like to note too, while we are sadly waiting so long, NBA playoffs.
Pick is in, by the way.
Yeah, pick is in. I see that. There was a fight between the Knicks and the Pistons. I'm watching it right now. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. It was a scrap. Not too bad. It wasn't like that one game between like the Wolves and Pistons, but it was like center court.
I got a question for you, John. Is there any way you could add like a 10-minute timer on the screen or no? It would probably be a lot harder for you to do.
Yeah, I don't think
unless you share your whole screen.
Yeah, but I'm not even watching on. I'm watching on my TV next to me. So.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying with having the countdown clock.
Yeah, I mean, the pick is in. We can just we'll do commentary.
Pick is in. Yes.
I'll keep updating the draft list too.
Let me get over to this document podcast.
Yeah, like right now on the screen it says Tennessee, Cleveland, Giants. So I'm just gonna keep it there. And I'll update who takes who. And I'll say how it compares to the mock draft I made. That episode happened. Hopefully you all watching listen to that mock draft. I had the Steelers not getting Shedeur because I think Shedeur goes at 9, but I might reconsider that because I think the Saints might not take him. It's interesting what they're saying. The pick is about to be in, or it is in, but Goodell is not.
We're just waiting for him.
Yeah, Titans fans are getting real excited. Goodell is still not out there. He's still riding on his bike somewhere. I bet there he is.
Oh, here he is. All right. First overall pick in the 2025 NFL draft is coming up.
First overall.
Here we go. Let's see what
Goodell has to say. Sanders.
Could you imagine? I think the internet would break.
Here we go. Yep, it is.
Cam Ward from Miami.
From Miami, it is Cam Ward. Specifically, Cameron Ward, according to Roger Goodell.
So John?
Yeah.
Overall, what is your thought?
Overall, it's a good pick for the Titans, though I think I do question what Will Levis's future is going to be. Just because.
Hold on.
What's happening?
We have a trade.
Oh my God. Jacksonville's
trading up.
Jacksonville Jaguars are trading up. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna keep updating the list
I
as we
feel like
go.
I need the details of the trade
Okay,
because this is
so
important.
num
Here's the
yeah.
details of the trade, ladies and gentlemen. The Browns and Jaguars are trading. Browns receive a fifth overall pick, uh, first round, 36 overall pick, second round, 126 overall pick in the fourth round, and a 2026 first overall pick. Jags
Oh,
receive second overall pick, 104th overall pick, and the 200th overall pick.
so the Browns are getting a first round pick next year.
Correct.
Holy
In
crap!
the in the city of Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna write down trade as
Yeah.
well, so we know that they traded up. That's great. Okay,
So
let's theorize. What they can't. This can't be Genty. They're not trading up two for Genty.
it's
It's got
either
to be
it's either
Travis
Hunter
Hunter.
or Abdul.
I think no, it's not Abdul because they have Josh Hines, Allen. They got Trayvon. It's going to be Travis Hunter at 2.
That's my thought. So
Wow.
he will be their top quote unquote wide receiver. But here's the question though: is he truly deserving to be a top wide receiver on the team?
Travis Hunter. Okay, so here's the Jags depth chart. We'll go over it right now because this came out of nowhere. So their wide receivers, they do have Brian Thomas, who's good. They just got Gabe Davis and Diami Brown, not fantastic. Corners, they have Tyson Campbell, not bad. Jerry Jones, Jordan Lewis. I think this is good. Travis Hunter. I think they go Travis Hunter here at 2. That's crazy though. The Browns don't want Travis Hunter, but they get a first round pick next year.
Well, they're moving back to 5. So okay, who did they take at 5?
Okay, they're out of Abdul Carter now too. Ooh, would we think Shador? No. No. Ooh, this is tough.
Well, okay. Would it be crazy to take Shador at 2?
No, because they have Trevor. They have Trevor. No. They have Trevor.
No, not the Jags. Not the Jags. The Browns. I thought we were talking the Browns.
Yeah, like the Browns getting Shador?
Who do the Browns take at 5?
Or do they trade out?
Man. I'm looking at the Browns depth chart. Like, I was thinking it'd be Abdul or Travis easily. Maybe they still go wide receiver, like a McMillan. But
hey,
like if they still want a wide receiver,
that new GM up in Jacksonville, he's already making moves quick.
Yeah. What if they get Genty? Because their top running back right now is Jerome Ford.
They technically have Nick Chubb, but Nick Chubb.
No, he's gone. He's gone. I think he's like a free agent. Like nobody signed.
Okay. Him. Yeah.
They could get Genty at 5. I could see that. That's great. Yeah, this has to be Travis Hunter.
Yeah. So I mean, the Browns get a first overall pick again in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, first round pick. Yeah.
The Jags really want someone here. If they're not going to be, they don't think they're going to be at 2. Imagine it's Shador. It's not because they got Lawrence and they paid him too much money. I think you and I would genuinely be shocked if they took Shador. Speaking of, the pick is in, ladies and gentlemen. And now we have to wait about 5 minutes for them to come down and do the horrible deal. You know.
Yeah. I'm doing some promoting on Twitter as well. Okay. Paste. Beautiful. Post. I think it's going. I'm staying off Twitter. Like I'm only on it to tweet, and that's it. I'm not
tweet.
And the Browns received a 5th overall pick. Yeah, they get a second overall. They get a second round pick this year too. A 4th round pick and a 1st round pick. Yeah, that's crazy. I think there's a loss for the Jags.
At least he's going somewhere warm.
They're giving a lot up for Travis Hunter.
Okay, where would you rather go if you're Travis Hunter? Cleveland or Jacksonville?
Oh, Jacksonville, obviously. Weather alone. Give me that. but
It's worth it. Their team just
Yeah.
collapsed last year.
yeah, it's crazy. I'm going into Twitter. I am avoiding all of their tweets. Okay, I'm good. I'll tweet
Steelers
throughout as
at
well.
20.
But
Mm.
yeah, this is crazy, man.
I love that
Jags.
when they show the fans show their pick. I think it's hysterical.
It is funny. I like seeing the fan reactions.
It looks fun up there. I will say it looks cold.
It does look cold.
The fact that
It
we had
does.
80-degree weather today is absurd
It
compared
was
to
really
what they
nice
had.
down here. Yeah, pick is in. Okay, Goodell's coming out.
All right.
This should
Let's
be
see.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, but he's got someone with him too.
Yeah. There's
Always
somebody
got to
out
be the
there.
commish.
Okay. They brought out a player.
Yeah. The one we're paying man of the year.
Oh, who won it? I
Okay,
forget.
He did.
Oh. Man, I forgot who won. Yeah, Goodell's talking right now. Oh, who? Yeah, Eric Armstead.
Eric Armstead won it, and he's out there to announce the pick
Okay.
for his next
should be Travis
brother
Hunter.
on the team, theoretically.
Ugh. Okay, he needs to be quiet now.
They got little light up bracelets too.
Yeah, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Eric Armstead, just say the pick. Should be
I didn't know it
Travis.
started with an A.
Oh my goodness. It's a lovely speech, but come on.
Here we got. Yep.
Okay, he's still talking to the people watching the live stream.
He's giving nice stuff to say.
Okay, here we go.
All right, here we go.
He's a
With
smile
the
on his
second
face.
pick.
There it is.
I think he's shocked by it.
Wait, this might be a crazy pick. Who knows?
No.
Okay, he's talking. Got the noise. Yep, it is confirmed.
Yep. Travis Hunter goes at number 2.
Travis Hunter is number 2. I like it.
So he can't play dual positions, right? And
He can. Yeah, you can.
I thought he wasn't allowed to.
No, he can. The players can do it. It's very rare for players to do it, but it is doable. We'll see how long he does it for. Colorado. So, yeah, Travis Hunter is officially the second overall pick. I had that in my mock draft. I just didn't have it going to the Jags. That kind of surprised me. But, yeah, I'm seeing what's the right hashtag to use. I'm going to make a tweet about it. Travis Hunter to the Jags.
Hey, John, can we talk about something? Look at the document real quick. So, look, I put a capital T, right? If I get rid of the capital T, it stays like that.
We'll keep it with the lowercase.
Yeah, keep it with the letter.
Yeah.
We'll just get rid of that. Okay.
Okay. My tweet is done.
So, the Giants are now on the clock.
The Giants are on the clock. This is my Abdul Carter pick right here. This has always been my Abdul Carter pick. I think they should go Abdul Carter, and I think their D line would be. I mean, you got Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau. They have a great D line already. I think it gets better with.
This is a pick
Abdul Carter.
they can't screw up
Yeah.
because Brian Dable and the GM has a lot on them.
Shane.
Hey, DJ 151, welcome.
DJ 151, get in here.
He's
Get
busy.
in here. There is a room for you to get in here. Get in here. Yeah, I love it. The boys. Get in here, DJ 151. We need you. Okay. This should be Abdul Carter. I mean, they have Dexter Lawrence, they have Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, but I just think you get even better with Abdul Carter. Travis Hunter, in general, we'll talk about him real quick. He has been fantastic overall. He really has been at both wide receiver and corner. And with how the Jags are positioned, he could play both. He said he wants to play both. So I think I like him more at receiver. I think he could maybe be a better NFL corner, but it's hard to tell. I think he would probably want to play more receiver. I just think he's needed on both sides of the ball. That's why I like the fit in Jacksonville, but they gave up a lot for him to.
I will say, as the pick gets in for New York here, with Travis Hunter, is he top in his positions?
Yeah, he's top in like both what they have him in.
Well, no, I'm not saying him for like. Was he the best corner, best wide receiver in this draft, or is it because
yes, he was.
You would say so?
Yeah, I would say so. He's also from West Palm Beach, Florida, so that's actually a great location for him.
That sounds like living the dream.
Yeah, he's set right there, honestly. Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's only 21 years old, pretty young. He's won the Heisman Trophy, AP College Football Player of the Year in 2024. He won a lot of awards in 2024 alone. Incredible career. I like the fit of him in Jacksonville. I think the fit is really good.
Was it worth trading up for?
That's the thing. You don't have a second-round pick anymore, and you don't have a first-round pick next year.
Sure.
So I think it could work out, though. I like the aggressiveness. I did not expect it, and I think it was a good pick overall. The Giants are next, though. I mean, if they don't go Abdul Carter, I think they go alignment. I don't see this being Dart or Shador. That would be insane if they go Shador.
So you're what? You're 2 for 2 right now.
I'm 2 for 2, even though a team switch, because I didn't know
the trades. The trades don't count. We'd be here till
player-wise. I'm 2 for 2 at the moment. If you want to see my mock draft, go on the Inside the Dome Instagram. It's posted there as well. So you can see all my picks that I did, when and where. I did no trades. It looks like they're going to commercial, potentially, or are they just talking Deion Sanders?
They're just talking about Deion right now.
Okay. That's going to be weird, too, when they go to commercial. I like the trade, though. I think it's a good trade.
Well,
it's kind of a wait and see, though, with like how it affects
the future. Yeah. Now, with the Giants here, I kind of agree. I think it's a dual card. I think they could shock us all and take Shador.
Because
I know I was kind of joking about Jacksonville, but
it's got to be best player mentality here. Like Abdul Carter is the best player available. I think
I want to know who Cleveland's going to take.
I'm sticking with Genty at 5.
Speaking of, we're getting this pick quick, by the way. Here comes good old Roger Goodell.
Here we go. Abdul Carter.
There it is. Abdul Carter to the New York Giants.
Yep. Abdul Carter is confirmed. He is an
poor
edge
guy.
rusher from the good old We Are
Penn State.
Good. I like that for him. I really do. I'm happy for him. He was fantastic in Penn State. You and I watched him for a couple years now.
Yeah.
Really good. Like, you think Micah Parsons.
What's his chain say?
Good comparison. What is it? His chain?
What's his? Yeah.
Oh,
I can't read it. It's too glittery. Too glittery. We'll see it.
It's up there with Goodell. Abdul Carter's 21 years old. So he's really young. He was a unanimous All-American and Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year in 2024. He's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, so not a far.
Also,
commute.
John, so you see these logos next to him he's walking past?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was watching a TikTok earlier. The dude who made them is actually from Wisconsin, and he made them by going around the streets in Wisconsin and getting old pieces of furniture and making them.
Interesting.
NFL asked him to do it. I saw. I thought it was really cool. They look really good. Whoever who that guy is, shout out to you.
His
Don't know
chain
it.
is so unreadable. I can't tell what his.
I know. It's the lights and the cameras and the. I will say I do like how they're doing the. I like the camera now when they put on the hat and stuff.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Abdul Carter's a great pick. I think that Giants defensive line becomes insanely good now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make
Yeah.
my tweet.
Okay. Always got to tweet, John. Always got to tweet. All right. I think we're gonna go commercial by the way after this.
Yeah, perfect timing. I said it on the podcast too. They can't go Shador because their jobs are on the line. Shador Sanders would not start day one. It would not make sense, in my opinion.
What if Shador gets drafted?
If he got drafted by the Giants, because Russell Wilson would start over him. You need an impact player. Abdul Carter does that. Like, comparison is Micah Parsons, too.
Do you think Russell Wilson will actually take them to the playoffs?
No. They need work. They still need work as a team. I do think they'll be better, though. I think they haven't had a bad offseason. So.
Let's put it this way. This pick was more for Brian Dable and the GM keeping their jobs.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
if
they
this
need to
what
keep their jobs.
now if
They had like another year or so, then maybe they would have gone for Shador because they could be like, we're also building the future, but they need to start doing something now.
They would not
And
have
also
gone Russell Wilson.
Next year's
draft is a quarterback draft
It
in
is.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
How many times am I going to say that? In Pittsburgh.
Well, we'll get to that. When it gets real exciting. Oh, man. Yeah, New York Giant Abdul Carter. Can't tell he's got some nice grills, too.
He does.
I like those. I cannot tell what his chain says. I can't. But, okay, my mock draft is perfect so far. It is perfect.
So, Patriots, who do you have them going for?
I have them getting Will Campbell at 4 because ideally, if the Patriots were lucky and they had their way, they would have been able to get Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter. That did not happen. I think they go O-line next. So, I mean, looking at their O-line right now, their left tackle is Vidarian Lowe, who is 26 years old. He is a 6th-round pick in 2022 from Minnesota. That's their current left tackle. Their right tackle is Morgan Moses, which is not terrible, but he is 34 years old. They need a tackle. I think it's Will Campbell here from LSU. I think that is the right pick. They question his arm size a bit, but we are in commercial as well, so
they need a good offensive line guy to protect
Drake May. Yeah. I always don't want to say Drake May. I always want to say Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, little trivia for you. Where is Mac Jones right now?
He was in Duval last I know.
Yeah, he was, but not
Is
anymore.
He in Vegas now?
He's in San Francisco behind Brock Purdy. It's kind of funny because they could have drafted Mac Jones back in the day, but they chose
let's talk about the Niners because we haven't. What do you think they do?
At least in my mock draft, I have them going corner, Will Johnson, because they lost Charvarius Ward. But they're in a bit of a pickle because they need to pay Brock Purdy. It's not urgent, but he'll be a little upset if they don't pay him. And George Kittle is holding out, at least in the voluntary workouts. So
no wonder why he was at WrestleMania.
Yeah, there's a bit of concern there right now with George Kittle. So Niners are kind of a mess at the moment. I am not going to lie. I think they go defense here, though, in the draft, unless they make some big move. But I think they go defense here. They could go O-line as well, but I don't see that happening. Yeah, we're in a commercial break. It's going to be weird during the commercial breaks. We're just going to be here chilling. That's why if anybody joins the stream, you ask questions. But
Yeah.
um,
If you're
what's
joined recently, welcome to the first ever all inside the dome NFL draft watch
Yeah.
party.
This will stay on YouTube after it's done. So if you want to go back and watch, if we have like a
And
cool moment,
there
it's
will
there.
not be an episode for
The
the
draft.
podcast
Yeah.
on the draft. Instead, we're going to have our Steelers episode.
Yeah. The
That's by
Steelers
longer.
episode is going to happen next week. We're going to talk all
Which-
about the Steelers.
Also, if we get Aaron Rodgers, I feel like that would be a separate episode within itself.
Yeah. We'll see how this draft goes and what the QB situation looks like, and if it.
Well,
even
yeah, but I'm
works
saying if we get Shador and we start doing it, and then like a week later, they're like, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers has decided to come to Pittsburgh," then that's a
Yeah.
whole different episode.
But we're tired of waiting for Aaron. He's taking a sweet old time.
I'm done waiting at this point. I really am. I checked Instagram for the first time. Yeah, Jacksonville traded up for Travis Hunter. That was confirmed.
Out of commercial.
We are out of commercial. Just about. Okay. That's crazy. Cam Ward, number 1 overall pick.
So what are they doing with the field? And
I can't tell what that
Lambeau.
is.
unless if they do that for the Green Bay guy.
Yeah, I can't really tell what they're doing there. That's kind of.
I will say too, I hate how long the draft takes sometimes.
It's so long. The first round, they will stretch it out. But, I mean, then again, it's the crowd.
But then, also,
Then again, we sit here and talk about this.
Bet.
Patriots pick is in. Here we
I will say
go.
this too. We are not doing this Friday and Saturday as well. Okay, here we go.
could you imagine?
4 for 4.
4 for 4, Will Campbell.
Will Campbell.
You know what would have been fun? You know, dude, can you imagine if we did this all week?
Oh, God.
It's gonna be interesting next year how we do it.
Yeah.
I think we need to get to a lot of TikTok followers. Imagine us trying to live stream from downtown Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So Will Campbell is the pick for the
Yes.
Patriots.
Will
That
Campbell.
is obvious, in my opinion.
His suit looks clean. The green, the white.
Yeah, I like,
I like it.
I like it overall. Yeah, Will Campbell, tackle, LSU, 6'5", 319 pounds. Very good tackle. I think he'll be great for Drake May. Personally, I think it's an easy fill-in pick there, especially with that dual Carter and Travis Hunter.
Now here's the issue, right?
You had the Browns.
Taking Travis Hunter, correct?
Yeah, the Browns.
So, who did you have the Jags take?
I had them getting Mason Graham, defensive lineman out of Michigan. So unless the Browns do that, I'm no longer perfect.
Okay, what do you think the Browns do?
I think they get Genty now.
Who did you have Genty originally going to?
It's number 6 to the Raiders.
They could still trade out. That is very possible.
Yeah, they could. I mean, I think the Raiders are hoping that the Browns don't take him, but I think it's good for the Browns though, unless they want to wait and get one later. Maybe. I mean, Mason Graham could maybe. I don't know if he'd be the best fit for the Browns. I don't know. I think Genty is a nice pick for the Browns, to be honest. I kind of like it.
Yeah, they kind of need a running back. I mean, because here's the thing. Their quarterback room is so messed up. You got Deshaun Watson, who's not even going to be able to play this year because he ruptured his Achilles. Then you got Kenny Pickett.
That's it.
So they need a quarterback. But I don't.
I was thinking they would have went foul, got Travis Hunter at 2, then trade up and get Shador. That would have been like a combo right there.
The dual threat. I don't know what they'll do.
Yeah.
It's Cleveland though.
Because yeah, Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders have no chance of reuniting now unless the Jags somehow traded Trevor Lawrence for
Speaking
some
of,
reason.
The pick is in Cleveland.
The pick is in. It is officially in.
I recognize that room from Hard Knocks. Oh, that's the
Oh,
Patriots.
yeah.
Hold on. Wrong room.
The Patriots fans look happy.
Yeah.
Some of them. Some, yeah, some of the older
Half of them
people.
probably don't. Half of them probably don't even know who that is.
They're probably like, "Oh, Lyman, really?"
So, for the people watching at home, John, Dan, and Jordan are like the people who dive deep into football. They know everything about everything. More so, John and Dan. They know everything about everything. I'm just the casual fan
Carlin
that
is
loves.
a casual fan.
I'm a diehard Steelers fan, though. I know a lot of Steelers stuff, but I couldn't tell you about Will Campbell.
Yeah, I mean, he's a tackle. He's a really good tackle, I would say. So, I feel like Dan Smith is not going to be joining us. So,
No, he's busy.
yeah. Oh well, unfortunately.
Oh,
The Browns pick
Molly's
is
talking
in.
to Will Campbell.
Then again, there's gonna be a long stream, so he can join whenever. Who knows? But yeah, he is with the Patriots. Will Campbell, Browns pick is in. They're interviewing Will Campbell right now. Great stuff. 4th overall
He's
pick.
a nice little goatee.
Yeah, he's got a nice goatee going right there for him.
What do you
Yeah.
think of the hats this year?
What'd you say?
What do you think of this year's hats?
They look nice. Little diamond on them, on the number 1.
I'm hoping. I don't like the Patriots because of Tom Brady and stuff, but I will love to say
Football's fun when the Patriots are actually like competing.
and the only reason why I'm saying that is because if they lose, it's 10 times better.
That's true. Yeah, kind of like the Cowboys.
It's also the Cowboys are good. It's fun to watch because you know their first round exits.
Yeah.
Also, same thing with the Pirates in baseball.
Honestly,
Baseball's better with the Pirates.
look at Kevin
Stefanski. Do you think he's on the hot seat?
No, I wouldn't say so. But then again, it's always weird.
It's Cleveland.
Yeah, it's Cleveland. It's just weird with head coaches nowadays in any sport. No one's ever truly safe unless your name is Mike Tomlin. Okay, pick us.
That's just true.
We're moving a little quicker now.
We are, thank goodness. Mason Graham. I'm 5 for 5.
Okay.
Okay.
So they knew he was going to be there. Why not trade back? I guess they didn't want Travis Hunter. Who's the Browns' number 1 wide receiver?
It's Jerry. Okay, so they have Jerry Jeudy, Cedric Tillman, Michael Woods, which it kind of drops off after the first 2, kind of. Okay, D line, Michigan, I believe. Why don't they like show his name on the screen? Like that would kind of help in a way. But yeah, Mason
here you go.
Graham.
Michigan defensive tackle.
He's the best defensive tackle available in the draft. I'm going 5 anyway, so that's still kind of true. Browns defensive tackle line, like what they got right now. Their starter is Malik Collins. They have Shelby Harris down there too, Isaiah McGuire. So yeah, I mean it helps their D line. It does. It's a great addition. I just thought they should have stayed with Travis Hunter, but then again, you have a 2nd round pick, an extra 2nd round pick this year. And you have a 1st round pick. So honestly, it's a win for the Browns. But why do you have a C there?
Because they're on the clock.
Oh, okay. Okay, Raiders, I have them getting Genty. That's been what I've had them getting. So, because right now the Raiders just don't have a running back. Their starting running back is Raheem Mostert, and then you have like McCormick.
Do you think Genty's going to be like a high fantasy pick this year?
Yes. I think they're not going to throw the ball as much. I think the Raiders in general, they're only really great receivers. Jacoby Myers. They have Geno Smith throwing the ball. Geno Smith. I mean, they have Trey Tucker, Kyle Phillips. It's not fantastic. It really isn't. I think they're going to really run the football. They have Brock Bowers, though. But I think Gentry's gonna be a high pick in fantasy football if he goes to the Raiders. Raiders could decide to do something else. Right now, I'm 5 for 5 in terms of the player going in a certain number.
Looking at this stage, where are they going to put it in Pittsburgh? Like, genuinely. The only other thought, they could do what they did here and put it in the parking lot.
Yeah. I mean, they
That's
could
my
just
only
like
thought.
close roads and all that.
Shut down the north side.
Yeah. Yeah, just shut down north side. I think that would easily work.
It would be that or the point. The point would be really cool, but I think it's easier to shut down the north side.
Yeah.
Oof.
Point would be cool, but I just really don't know if there's enough room.
If it was a little bit bigger, then maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Browns
All these
celebrating.
Cleveland fans.
Oh man. Look at the Browns fans.
Poor
the Raiders
Browns
are
fans.
next. Yeah, I think this is Genty. I think this is Ashton Genty here. I think that would be the ideal pick. I think Mason Graham is great. I would not have expected him to go to the Browns, but there you go. He's a great pick though for Michigan, so he's got some winning experience there too. I like it. I like it overall. Top five has been pretty predictable. I think after 6 and maybe after 7, the big key is number 9, the Saints. They are the big key in terms of how this Shedeur Sanders trilogy is going to go. If they don't take Shedeur, he's wide open for the Steelers, in my opinion. Unless a team that has a pick in the second round trades into the first round to surpass the Steelers when they least expect it. That could be cinema.
So now here's the question: if you're the Steelers, you trade up.
That's what I'm thinking. If they're at like 16, 17, you might have to consider it. Just trading up a little bit.
If we trade up, we get Shedeur. That's 100% fact.
Okay, Goodell's coming out with the Raiders.
All right, here we go.
Look at Goodell's shoes. Here we go.
There you go.
6 for 6. Ashton Genty has been selected by the Raiders. He has been officially selected. Here we go. Boise State. I'm 6 for 6. Ashton Genty is fantastic. He said that he can't get tackled except when he did against Penn State. So that's his only knock on him, but they really stacked the box. So it's a great pick for the Raiders, though. I like it overall.
Do you think it's warm in that room he's in?
I did not see it. I'm summoning my first guest.
Ooh, we got a guest.
The good old John Cotter is coming in. He is a Jets fan.
Ooh. Ah, welcome.
Welcome. Slide through here. Sit down.
How's everyone doing today?
Oh, we're doing great.
Good.
We're doing great.
Hear me, right?
Yeah, he can't hear you. Carlin can't hear you, but that's okay.
All right.
Okay. The Jets are on the clock right now. I have no clue who they take. Genty at 6. I'm 6 for 6 right now. What do you think about the Jets right now and who they should be taking?
Honestly, I think the consensus pick here is Tyler Warren. I think that's what most people want. I mean, to be honest, from a Jets fan's perspective, I think I would want like an offensive lineman because I like over investing in that offensive line, especially since the Jets don't have a history of that. Like they've always had a bad offensive line.
Let me read you the current offensive line for the Jets. So we have Olu Fashanu, who they just drafted in the first round last year. John Simpson at guard, Joe Tippmann at center, Elijah Vera Tucker, who's a good right guard, right there. Your right tackle right now is Chuck Sokorafor, who, Carlin, you and I know him from the Steelers.
Yes.
Did not end well. So he is your right tackle. But look at your tight end. Jeremy Ruckert, Stone Smart, Zach Kuntz, Neil Johnson.
I do think the smarter pick would be Tyler Warren here. However, in my heart, I just think offensive line is more important. I don't know really what to say. What else to say about that?
it's just like I feel like Tyler Warren is the slam dunk. You need a weapon.
Fair
You
enough.
need one. I've been
Fair
telling you this all day. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, right now I'm 6 for 6. Here's my mock draft. So Cam Ward. I mean, obviously the
Yeah,
Brown.
you're 6
Travis
for 6.
Abdul, Mason, Genty, Tyler Warren is my 7.
All right.
So
Respectable.
I need Tyler Warren here. I need Jalen Walker at 8 for the Panthers. And then we got the big Saints prediction at 9, which is I have no clue what's going to happen here.
John, since you can hear me, ask him if he believes in Justin
okay.
Fields.
Just let me know when I get
What'd you say, Carlin?
Ask him if he believes in Justin Fields.
Do you believe in Justin Fields?
Yes, I do. I believe in him all the way.
That a boy,
Do you
John.
think he is your franchise quarterback?
For the future, no, not really. However, he is good enough. He's gonna be better than Aaron because Aaron was a disaster.
So
He's gonna be better than Aaron.
I got another question.
Okay, he's got a question for you.
If you're the GM, are you making a pick for your future? Or are you making a pick for now?
If you're the GM, are you making a pick for your future or for the now?
I think it has to be for the future because, to be honest, and if like, in the Jets position, the Jets aren't really going to be winning next year anyway. I don't think they have enough talent or enough manpower to win next season. So I think it has to be for the long future.
Let's look at the Jets real quick. So they do have Justin Fields at quarterback. Tyrod Taylor is your backup. You have Jordan Travis, of course, too. Brees Hall, Braylon Allen. People are saying Brees Hall could be traded. That has yet to happen. Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Tyler Johnson, receivers, not incredible. I would say Titans, if we already went over that line. I mean, you still have Sauce Gardner, Michael Carter, Brandon Stevens. I don't know about Brandon Stevens.
Our defense is still pretty good.
Yeah, I would say they're still good. That's why I don't think they'll go. They shouldn't go defense here. I don't think. I think you're correct though. It's either tight end or O line.
Yeah.
At this point,
I think
Who do you have,
defense
John?
is too good to draft the first round for defense.
real quick, look at the screen. Like, look at that alma mater.
They've been going crazy.
Yeah, they've been going
I
crazy.
respect it.
All right.
I respect it.
We go
Yeah.
commercial.
Are we really going to commercial right
I
before
think
John
we are.
Carter's team picks? Oh
Yeah.
man.
So
You know what
the
I
Dara.
also like, John?
Yeah.
I also wouldn't mind it if the Jets traded back.
I think it's too late for that now.
I think they already have to pick in, but
Yeah,
I feel like
I know
they
who
could
it
have
is.
gotten a lot of capital for a potential George Sanders pick
Yeah.
at that because
Carlin, get off social media. He knows what.
it
was
was an accident. It was an accident.
Get
I'm
off
not saying
social
anything.
media.
It's the
You
stupid
can't speak.
notification.
You can't speak anymore. Mute. Do not.
Well,
disturb.
no. They
Do
are on
not
do not
disturb.
disturb. They're on do not
Does he only know
disturb.
to pick?
Yeah.
He only knows to
Yeah,
pick.
they're
Do
on.
not
See, it's
tell
do
me.
not. I'm not. It's on do not disturb. My question
Good.
for you though, John. Who do you have?
I have Tyler Warren. I've said that already. I have Tyler Warren at 7. I think they need a tight end badly.
I mean, knowing the Jets, it's not going to be a pick that would be optimal because the Jets are just not good at drafting, especially at offense.
Yeah. I'm tweeting through it. I gotta make sure I don't. I don't see any picks.
I got a question for John C.
Don't.
Okay, Carlin has a question for you.
What's up, buddy?
If Aaron Rodgers comes to Pittsburgh,
Okay.
and he succeeds, will you be mad or happy?
If Aaron Rodgers comes to Pittsburgh and succeeds, would you be mad or happy?
I would be happy for him, actually. I feel like Pittsburgh has more of a winning culture than the Jets do. You have an experienced coach in Mike Tomlin who has had a winning record in almost every one of his seasons, if not every one. I feel like Mike Tomlin would get him off the bullshit, so to speak.
Watch the language.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We'll let that one slide. We're family
My
friendly.
bad, my bad.
You're fine.
But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel it.
I just feel like Pittsburgh has more of a winning culture, and I feel like
We have a winning culture of going 9-8.
well, 9-8's better than 4-12, John.
That is true. That's a good point you made there. Great point. Yeah, we got the Saints at 9. The Bears are at 10. So we're keeping track. Of
Do
everything.
we understand? Do you ever understand why Google Docs does that with that little space?
Yeah, I don't know why Google Docs. Like you see here, John, like 9, and then we got like a nice big space there for the
Yeah.
Bears at 10. I don't really
The
get it.
Bears.
The Bears.
Love Google
The
Docs.
Bears.
Yeah. Number 11.
All right, we are back
The
in.
TV's back on.
All right,
Green
the pick
Bay.
is in. Final prediction here, Carter. Who do you have?
I think I'm gonna go Tyler Warren here.
Okay. Now, who do you want? That's who you think. Who do you want? Final pick.
Whoever the best available offensive lineman is,
Armand Membo.
then yes.
Okay.
John,
because-
are we inconsistent
One
that
of those two
he'll
I'll be
give
happy
his?
with.
Are we gonna let him give his opinion first, since
yeah,
he's the
we'll
resident?
let him give his opinion then.
All right.
We're kicking you out.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, it is
I was right.
Membo.
I was correct. Okay.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Okay, I'm officially, my bracket is dead, or my draft is dead. Say your thoughts real quick while I type this down.
I am kind of happy with it. I feel like my gut intuition was kind of correct. That was surprising. I'm usually wrong about this stuff.
Don't always say that. you were correct.
I was correct about this. I quite enjoy this pick.
Okay,
That's nice.
I like it. Are you before we let you go? Are you excited now for your Jets this season? Do you think they have any chance of making the playoffs?
They do not have any chance to make the playoffs. Honestly, I feel like the AFC will be too stacked for them to even be a 7th seed. So I feel like this pick was for the future, and this is what I wanted. So I'm kind of happy about it.
Well, thank you for joining us. I'll be calling in more people sooner than later. Have fun out there.
Thank you. You have a good one.
Thank you.
As-
I'll be out there soon. Bye, Carter.
Bye-bye.
As Cotter goes away, the Panthers are still on the clock, and they actually just had their pick come in. They took forever.
Panthers pick is in. Okay, my bracket is dead. I have Jalen Walker here at edge for Georgia.
Now, this is where everything can get next with after the Panthers. We have the Saints. The Saints is a team that could take Shador Sanders. Who's their current quarterback? Derek Carr.
Yeah, but he's hurt.
And old.
I'm tweeting right now too.
I feel like this is a good pick for the Jets. They need some offensive
They
line.
needed a right tackle. They got it, but they have no tight end.
Yeah, but they could
No.
also get someone later in the draft too. You know?
Yeah. I just think Tyler Warren was right there. I think it was just a slam dunk type of pick, in my opinion. But it is what it is, in my opinion. But
Can we talk
Agreed.
about all the video they're showing for the Jets of all their miserable picks over the years?
oh, geez, that's embarrassing. All right, let's look at the Panthers depth chart real quick. They traded Brian Burns last year, and they really have no replacement. That's why I think they go edge rusher. I mute my TV again. They really don't have a great receiving core either. So, I mean, McMillan from Arizona is also, I feel like, in play too. But I think they go edge rusher here because they really don't have a lot of help. Jadeveon Clowney's getting old too. So I think that's the direction they go in my opinion. But I would not be surprised if McMillan from Arizona gets drafted here. So it's getting interesting. It is definitely getting interesting. I'm going to move all this down to its own page. There we go. 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 Okay. Perfect. Oh, this is exciting already. This is exciting. We are officially 1 hour and 3 minutes in, too. That's crazy. The draft has been going on for an hour now, and we are not even a third of the way through. So we will be here for a while. I will say, after a Steelers pick, if it does get boring, we could end it a bit early. But if it goes like real boring, I'd say at least after the Ravens pick, because I have a Ravens friend. After that, we'll see. But
Well,
we'll see how
at
the next
that point, where are you at with the Ravens?
What do you mean?
The Ravens at 27. I said we just pushed it through. Why not?
Yeah, we'll see how it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we could keep going. We'll see how it is. We'll see how late it is, too.
It's the first ever NFL Inside the Dome.
That is true. Do not bold the Cowboys dare.
I did not.
Panthers, yeah,
My
Panthers
Cavs
are
lost,
interesting because, I mean, Bryce Young's entering his third season. He had a very good end to his season, but it was not a good start at all. It was really not a good start. I won't put too many teams down just because of trades and all that. I'd stop there at the Dolphins. that's good. But Panthers are next. I'm just waiting for that Saints pick, which I'm happy that the commercial break is now because then we get the Saints right away. That's going to determine this draft.
Hopefully we do.
Yeah, Saints pick. It says that Mel Kiper's best player available is Shador Sanders. So we'll see how long that lasts. Everyone's going to be waiting.
Option Jack Sawinski to AAA.
Did that happen?
Yeah, my dad
Like
sent me
legit?
it. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Checking some social media that's not Instagram or Twitter. Oh man. Panthers pick is in. I hate the commercials. They do so many commercials during this. Like, come on.
To make so much money.
That's true. That's true. We're gonna get really active when the Saints pick is in. Because if Shador is not picked, it is a real possibility that he goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, the chances of it skyrocket very highly. Yeah, Mel Kiper's best players available: Shador Sanders, Tyler Warren, Jalen Walker, who I think will go here, Will Johnson, and Colston Loveland. So I think Jalen Walker goes here at 8. That's my current prediction. Edge rusher from Georgia. So technically a linebacker, but yeah, same thing. I'm going to get his profile up, ready to go, because I think it will be him. Jalen Walker. He's 21 years old. Only 21 years old. Yeah, I don't get what they're doing at Lambeau Field. It looks so weird. I guess it's like extra seating or something. I don't know. All right, pick is in. Goodell has not shown his face yet.
Nah, he's coming.
There he is.
Here he is. There's the commission.
He's very happy. It's McMillan. It's McMillan. Okay, he was the second guy who I said. Okay. So I did say he was the second best available thing. They want to go wide receiver here.
They need a weapon for Bryce.
He's from Arizona. He's really good. He had like 300 receiving yards week 1. I remember talking about him then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is why we do the college football series, so we know some of these guys. He is really good. I think he's the second best wide receiver behind Travis Hunter. I think it's a great fit. I fear for the Panthers defense a little bit. McMillan's 22 years old, play for Arizona. He is Wikipedia already updated it. He's with Carolina Panthers. He played Arizona all his years. Yeah, Wikipedia already has his thing written down. His college career, last season he had 1,300 receiving yards. Played all 12 games, or he played 12 games, 8 touchdowns. His year in 2023 was actually better, but I think he's the best overall receiver.
Saints pick is in.
Saints pick is in. That's going to be big. I had McMillan going number 12 to the Cowboys, so I was wrong. So we'll see when we get there. The Saints pick is in. My phone is on Do Not Disturb because things can get really exciting. In my mock draft, I had Shador Sanders going number 9 to the Saints, but I'm not confident in that anymore. I think it might not happen. This is interesting. And I will just let it be known, I want Shador Sanders for the Steelers. I do. So this is big. I like McMillan's outfit. He's got like a nice necklace on. You got the hat. I like it. A little fit check there. Yeah. Bro, did you see what he did? Oh, that's awesome.
No, I didn't. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, man. This is exciting.
He gave him whatever that is.
Yeah. The Saints pick is in. I'm going to pull up their depth chart so I kind of know what they're dealing with. The Saints could go multiple directions, though. They don't only need a QB. Here's the thing with the Saints. They have Spencer Rattler on their team. Do you believe in him?
Yeah.
No, but they do have him. If they want to roll with him, they could. I don't think they go wide receiver now. They could
So
go O line.
theoretically, John.
Yeah.
Do the Steelers have a second? They don't have a second draft pick, right?
They don't have a second round pick. No.
Now he's
If Shador,
doesn't get drafted by the Saints or us or anyone else in the first round. Where's it go?
Ideally,
should be.
second round.
But that means we're not getting him unless we trade up.
If they don't pick him in the first round, if he's available, I'd be very shocked. They must, in that case, they don't like him. Just straight up, they don't like him. And if no teams are trading up for him, nobody likes him for a reason.
I think it would be very big if Shador did not get drafted. I think everyone would
in the
be
first
shocked.
round,
yeah.
I would be very shocked. It would have to be character issues or something like that. Like, that's the only thing I could think of at that point. That's the only thing I could think of, literally. But this pick is going to determine a lot. If the Saints don't take him, if teams are in on Shador, they could trade up, and it could get spicy. It could get real spicy. So far,
Do you
this
think
draft has not been too spicy.
If you're the Steelers, I definitely feel like they definitely call New Orleans. So what are you doing?
They ain't going to tell them the truth. They're going to be like, yeah, we're taking an O lineman. We're taking an O lineman. Don't worry. Wink, wink. You know, they're probably laughing behind the phone.
You know what movie I love watching?
Draft day.
But you know how unrealistic draft day is?
Not very.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I don't know if I ever watched it fully. They're showing stuff with the Saints. Longest active drought since drafting first round QB. Saints are the biggest drought. Archie Manning was the last pick for the Saints. So, oh jeez. Saints are in their room. They got Kellen Moore as their head coach now, brand new head coach. So that's why I feel like he kind of wants a QB. But does he? That's the question. That is the question.
What? You haven't shown it.
What'd you say? Your mic's.
Johnny. Oh,
There you go. There you go. Wait.
bring in real life.
Okay, you had a little lag spike. Okay, pick is in.
I think you're gonna be ahead of me.
I'll delay my reaction.
Okay, then.
We're in play. We are
Dude,
in
we
play.
are so delayed.
We are in play.
I think
Shador Sanders is in play.
John.
Kelvin?
I think we're
What do you mean?
delayed. Like
Who's
I'm
delayed?
ahead of you.
Okay. I don't think you barely are. I reacted a second late too, so
Okay.
just delay your reaction a second. Okay, Kelvin Banks, congrats to you. That essentially means that they don't like Trevor Penning anymore, and they're going to move on from him at right tackle. Okay.
Are they showing his? What's your? Oh, look at your TV. What's the time say for you?
I don't see a time. Now I do. 440, 439,
Okay.
438, 447, 36, 35, 34. I'm tweeting right now. Kill the Banks.
Let me try NFL draft. The network is not included in your package. Well, that's dumb.
What are you trying to do?
I am trying to reload this.
I'm
To
going to
at least-
reload it. Just pause it for like a second or two.
I can't figure out how to pause it. That's the issue.
I'm trying not
I
to
guess-
mess with mine just because I don't want the people in the other room to be ahead of me.
Yeah, you're gonna be way more live than I am now.
That's
I
fine.
messed up.
My pick is in. For the Bears. Okay. For the Bears, I had them getting Armand Membo, who is now officially a Jet. So I'm going to be wrong here. I think they could get Genti has been taken. Maybe Tyler Warren's interesting here. Maybe he's interesting. Right now they're showing Kelvin Banks crying. Is that what you see?
What? No, I just saw the touchdown pass to Kevin Moore. No, the blocking. My bad. I haven't seen him crying yet. No.
Okay. Let me know when you see him crying, because right now I see a crowd of people. You're really behind now.
Yeah.
Well, I glitched. I don't know why I glitched, but I glitched.
Jeez, you're like really behind. Yeah, we
Hold
got
on.
like 2 women coming out right now.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm watching a different one. Well, maybe that's why.
Just get back on ESPN.
I'm trying to, but then my thing says your package doesn't include it.
Okay. Are these people announcing the pick? Interesting.
Let me try closing the app and reopening it.
Yeah, you gotta figure it out quickly. I'll let you know until you figure it out.
You know why?
I would have rather you been like 2 seconds ahead of me than like 2 minutes behind me. Okay. There are 2 people. They're talking about the schedule release right now. This is weird.
Wait, be quiet. I think I'm ahead of you.
All right, I'm back.
We're good.
Okay. Like you got the 2 women talking right now?
Yeah, every game revealed May 14th.
Yeah, that just popped up on my screen.
Okay, so I'm like 30 seconds ahead of you.
Okay, just delay your reaction slightly. Like by 3 seconds. Yeah, they're still talking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that means May 14th we will have an episode around everything.
Okay, that was kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Like, can we just see the pick? I thought those 2 were gonna announce the pick. That's kind of underwhelming.
They're booing the Bears.
Boo! The Bears. Yeah, they're booing them. Packers fans, Lions fans, Vikings fans, all in unison against the Bears. If I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna say Tyler Warren. It could go in other directions, though. This is kind of a wild card. They do have Cole Kmet, so I don't know if they want to get Tyler Warren, though. That's the question.
They draft Shador.
Yeah, I'd walk out. Here
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
we go. Oh, he's talking about something else.
Steve McMichael's passed away.
Yeah.
So he's talking about that.
Yeah, I see that right now. Yeah, Steve McMichael. Rest in peace from all of us here at Inside the Dome.
Indeed.
They're still talking about him. Still talking about him. Oh, here we go.
No.
No, never mind. Oh, that was a fake out. That was a fake out by Roger Goodell.
No.
Ugh.
There's a little bit of cheers in the crowd for him.
They are really dragging this out.
What they're talking about water paint selection 50 years ago.
This is cool. But what's the selection?
Just go on Twitter if you really want to know, John.
I'm about to check social media. I just want to know what this pick is. I just don't get how other people know the pick before it's announced. Like, how do they figure it out? Like, does somebody tell Schefter?
Here you go. Here you go.
Yep, here we go. Delay your reaction. Oh, they're booing. They're booing him.
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Why?
No Tyler Warren. Oh.
Why?
No Tyler Warren here.
Is he more of a blocking tight end?
I guess no, he's like a receiver-ish tight end. Michigan. Yeah. Wow.
San Fran took no time off the clock to take their pick.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm tweeting right now.
Alina goes, why are they booing the Bears?
I'm very shocked by that. I
Yeah,
really
I
am.
We need to ask our resident Michigan fan.
Text him.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Wow. That's I don't like that. I don't get why Tyler Warren's falling. I mean, this is interesting. He could drop for a bit. He might drop to like 13 maybe. Who's 14? I don't know.
Who's the Cowboys quarterback?
Dak.
Yeah, he just no.
He
The
could
Cowboys
drop,
wide receiver. Tight end.
Tight end Jalen Ferguson.
Jordan just said Loveland over Warren is crazy.
Okay, so even he's surprised. The latest he'll fall is 14. The Colts would take Warren. But that's crazy. That's crazy. I just can't check social media though. See what other people think. That's too bad. Okay, it looks like we're going.
I will say though, I don't know much about him because of the they never threw the ball.
Yeah, that's the thing. He had a downish year because they just didn't throw the ball. I'm gonna flip this order here. OT Texas there. Yeah. That's surprising. That really is. I mean, he's a great tight end, don't get me wrong, but I just thought Tyler Warren was the consensus number one. And I feel like Tyler Warren's more of a do-it-all type of guy. I feel like he was more like flexible, especially because the Bears already have Cole Kmet too. So it's like, okay, kind of interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't. I'm gonna like very quietly go on Instagram just to check the Bears social media. That's it.
Why would you guys do this?
Let's see.
Did I love when the social media teams post, this is your reminder that the social media team does not make the picks.
I'm gonna read off some Instagram comments section, like the Instagram comment section for the Bears. Tyler
Beautiful.
Warren was right there. Over Tyler Warren. Wow. Average Bear move. Boo. I'm so sorry for you Bears fans. Over Tyler Warren is a war crime. Don't y'all have Cole Kmet? Over Warren? Nah, that's crazy. This isn't Mike Green. Not a Bears fan, but I think Warren would have been better than Loveland. Over Warren and Walker? Y'all could have had Tyler Warren. Okay, I think we know the consensus there from Bears fans. I think they all wanted Tyler Warren. They did not get Tyler Warren. Interesting. We'll do that for the controversial picks too. So I would say that was our first shock of the day so far. Tyler Warren won't go any further than 14. He could go earlier, I would say. That's crazy though. Niners are next. We kind of already talked about them earlier. I have them getting Will Johnson to replace Travarius Ward, who's no longer there. Right now, their corners are Trey Brown, Renardo Green, and DeMar Lenore. So not a great corner room. I think they could use an instant improvement in Will Johnson. They could also go defensive line as well, or get a future offensive tackle. So Kind of surprising overall. Um, kind of surprising. I don't know if I like that, in my opinion. So, yeah, interesting so far. The 49ers pick is in, then Dallas picks, then Miami picks. So,
Now we got the Niners.
yeah. They can go one of three ways, either tackle, D lineman, or corner. I think they'll go corner, in my opinion. Shador Sanders is watching in Canton, Texas, with a group of people. That is interesting. The future Pittsburgh Steeler awaits.
Yeah, here you go.
Current starting QBs:
Take-
Brock, Dak, Tua. Colts are good. Falcons are good. Cards are good. Yeah, every team up until 20 have a starting quarterback. Every team. So Shador Sanders is either going to drop to 21 or another team will trade up and try to snatch him. That's going to be it. Every pick from 11 to 20 has a starting quarterback that would not draft Shador Sanders. So he's either going to be right there for the Steelers or a team like the Browns or the Giants can trade back into the first round and take him. So that's what we're watching for right now.
Here we go.
Here we go. Pick is in. We got,
Oh, they're gonna show something for a special message.
yeah, special message.
We're talking about the U.S. military in Japan.
Yeah, that's cool. His mustache, though.
Dude, that tattoo is sick.
That is a nice tattoo. Shout out to him. They already took his name off the screen.
Okay, nice little tribute.
That's
Here we go.
Here we go. Okay, he is walking up to the podium.
And the crowd is chanting USA.
Okay, here we go. Still might be a second or two ahead of me. He's thinking the military right now. Like I said, Will Johnson in this spot from Michigan. Back-to-back Michigan players.
Mm.
Okay.
There's your pick, Michael Williams from
So
Georgia.
They do go D-line. They get an edge rusher, opposite of Nick Bosa. Okay. Edge, Georgia.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas trades out of this.
Yeah, that would be interesting. So, yeah, he'll be opposite of Nick Bosa, essentially. I'll do some research on him. So, yeah, he's from Georgia. Michael Williams, 20 years old. He is very young. He's not even 21 yet. Won a national championship with Georgia in 2022. He's only 20. He's from Georgia as well. College career. Yeah. He was a freshman to watch back in the day. He was named Pro Football Focus's PFF True Freshman All-American Team. So, very good pick. I had him going 15 to the Falcons. So, I was a little off on him. It's a good pick for the Niners, though. They need help opposite of Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
Who Nick Bosa has been in the league for a long time, so he's starting to age up a little bit. So, it's a good pick. Cowboys are interesting. I had them getting McMillan, who already went number 8. They could get
Cowboys
Matthew
pick.
Golden.
Cowboys pick is in. You got to go get our resident Cowboys fan.
I will say with Lance, he really does not like talking about the Cowboys. So I feel
Really?
yeah, he is like so done with the Cowboys. I feel like he would not want to talk about the Cowboys. So
I wanted
probably
to know.
not worth it.
I wanted to know his thoughts. Mike Williams.
Okay.
That's a very unique way to spy Michael Williams.
Yeah, Michael Williams. Interesting there. Yeah, Cowboys pick is in. Cowboys, I think they could now get Matthew Golden. He's the next best wide receiver, in my opinion. So, and I had Golden. Where did I have Golden going? I had him. Or did I? I had him going 18 to the Seahawks, so
Okay.
he could be earlier now. So yeah, the pick is in. Oh my, this is exciting. Not really. It's the Cowboys.
Here comes Kamish. Let's see what the Cowboys do.
Yeah, you were like 3 seconds ahead of me.
No, I did that early.
No, I heard it through your screen.
Okay.
Tyler Booker, a guard. A guard.
They
Guess-
lost Zach.
Yeah, he's going to be their right guard. Yeah, that's the Zach Martin replacement. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good pick. He is literally, the Zach Martin replacement right there.
I love how
Tyler
they played
Booker-
Sweet Home Alabama before.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, he's from Alabama. That is the Zach Martin replacement. Good call out there.
Bro is so happy. He is running down that tunnel.
Yeah.
No, he
Yeah,
is
he's very
sprinting down that tunnel.
Let's see. Dolphins. Let's see where he's from. Maybe he's from Texas. Tyler. Oh man. Thank you, Safari, for changing up on me. He is from. Hey, you want to talk about Tyler Booker?
I mean, I don't know anything about him, but I can just tell you about
Here, you want to sit down?
something.
Come down in
Ah.
here, Lance. Come
Tell
down
Lance I
in
said
here.
hello.
Jesus Christ.
Hop in. All right. Oh man. All right. So you got Tyler Booker from Alabama, a guard, the Zach Martin replacement. How are you feeling about your Cowboys?
Well, here's what Lance thinks. You know, Lance was just sitting there. He was contemplating on whether or not he should be talking about his Cowboys tonight because Lance doesn't really have any expectations. But after the pick that the Cowboys have made, it just seems very sensible, especially they need some kind of support on their offensive line. So from Lance's understanding, he's fine with it. It's the most sensible move that the Cowboys can make and something that Lance could have saw coming.
I like it. Now, do you think they'll make the playoffs this year, the Cowboys? Do you have faith?
Oh, hell no. Lance don't think that.
Yeah, I mean, you look at their depth chart.
They don't have depth.
Yeah, you have Dak. Your wide receivers are CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Tolbert, Kevontae Turpin.
Oh, God. Oh,
Yeah.
Turpin, Lance likes Turpin.
Lance likes Turpin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll get a new right guard, essentially. That's what he is. Your defense is still all right, I would
Yeah.
say. Not the best, but
Yeah, nothing outstanding.
yeah.
They're kind of mid.
Yeah. Any other final thoughts with your Cowboys?
It's right move. Still they need help with just about practically everywhere. But yeah, that's Lance's take. But yep, Lance is just gonna enjoy the rest of the night watching football, and you know what? You enjoy the rest of your podcast, all right?
Thank
Lance
you.
just gotta go back to work.
Okay, Marco will be the next one in here. So once he picks, have fun, Lance.
Hey.
Bye bye.
Jordan said dub. What's up, Jordan?
Is he watching right now?
Yeah,
Lance
he is.
just did
Said
a-
dub, man. What's up? What's up?
Lance just did a goodbye dance.
The Lance. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so-
like it. They needed the new guard position since Zach Martin
Yeah.
retired.
I like it. Dolphins are next. I had them getting Jade Barron corner out of Texas, because the Jalen Ramsey trade is going to happen at some point. So I feel like they're going to need a corner to replace him. Shocked he hasn't been traded yet, which is interesting. They could get Tyler Warren. They do have Jonnu Smith, but I do think Tyler Warren could help out that tight end group. The fact that he has dropped this much, I could see it. Maybe they don't really need running back. Maybe they look at offensive line. I think this is either offensive line, corner, or Tyler Warren, who has dropped. So I think it's one of the three overall. That's what I would say. Jordan, you said Loveland better. That's hilarious. No, Tyler Warren is better. Will Johnson, yeah, he is available. I had Will Johnson going to the 49ers at 11. So because Will Johnson has yet to go, I could see Will Johnson to the Dolphins. So assuming Jalen Ramsey is traded, of course. Assuming he is traded, I would say that. He is very happy.
They will
Uh,
get Will Johnson.
Yeah. Let me update the. It looks like we're going into commercial. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Falcons. Then we got the Cardinals after, and then we got the Bengals after that. The Seahawks. Okay. Yeah, I could see Will Johnson here, and I am not looking at social media.
The only other team I'm scared about is with the Colts.
I think they get Warren. If he drops, I think that's where he drops to.
That, or they could still get a quarterback.
No, they have Anthony Richardson and Daniel.
Yeah, but they
Jones.
really don't like him.
And Daniel.
I'm not
Jones.
saying they will.
They're not drafting a quarterback here.
If anything, they'll wait till next year.
Shout out to the Thunderbolts movie. They're showing a trailer. We're gonna watch that next week.
Everyone says it's so good, and I'm looking so forward, excited to it.
Yeah, I am watching Sinners tomorrow. I am watching Thunderbolts next week. So I can't wait for all that. Can't wait. A little Beyond the Dome update there. Jordan, if you are watching, hopefully you see that too. Yeah. 13, I could see this be Will Johnson easily. 14, I had Colston Loveland going to the Colts at 14. So it could just be a switch here. Tyler Warren could go here instead. So kind of interesting stuff overall, I would say. Okay.
Yeah.
We're
an hour and a half in.
We are an hour and a half in. Hour and a half strong.
And we're not even halfway.
We're not even halfway through. We're gonna be going crazy for the Steelers pick.
If depends on what we do.
Depends on who they pick. I'm gonna say that I feel like more people are gonna tune in like when the Steelers are about to pick.
If they don't take Shador, then it's defensive line.
It has to be. It has to be. They must hate Shador.
Warren will go next round if Dolphins don't get him.
He's going to the Colts if the Dolphins don't take him.
Don't the Colts have a good tight end though?
No, they don't. They
I
don't.
thought they did.
I'll tell you right now what it is. I'm still looking at the Dolphins. Colts depth chart right now. It is literally their top tight end is Drew Ogletree. Then you got Will Mallory. Then you got Mo Alley Cox. Yeah, it's not a good group. You need a weapon for Anthony Richardson here. I think it should be obvious. Dolphins, unless the Dolphins take him. For all we know. They might want to go best player available. Though I do like Jonnu Smith. I like what he did last year, especially in fantasy. He was clutch.
Do you see they're actually making a TV show based on Chad Powers?
Yeah, starring Glenn Powell, too.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool.
We're back in Green Bay, live, out of commercial.
We are back. Officially back. Here we go. Pick is in. TV volume back on. This is going to get exciting. Very soon. Here comes Roger Goodell, walking his way down. Hey, here we go.
Ooh.
Kenneth Grant. Defensive tackle. Kenneth Grant. I'll tell you where I had him going in a second. From Michigan, another Wolverine. Jordan, what do you think about him? 3 Michigan Wolverines have been taken already in the draft. Colston Loveland, Kenneth Grant, and Mason Graham. 2 defensive tackles have been taken. Where did I have him going? This is interesting, Carlin. I had him going to the Steelers at 21 because in my mock draft, I had Shador going at 9. So this is who I had the Steelers taking in my mock draft. Yeah. It's interesting. So he's gone. The
He is
tackle who
gone.
I liked is gone. Interesting stuff right there. In terms of the Dolphins, where he would fit in, they needed a Wilkins replacement. Benito Jones has been their current starting nose tackle. So you had him. You could place Zach Seiler potentially too, or Matt Dickerson. Yeah, they needed depth there too. I just think, well, the Jalen Ramsey thing is what's interesting because he's technically not gone yet, but I feel like you need his replacement. That's why I think Will Johnson would have been good here. Colts are next. Next, the pick is in. This should be Tyler Warren. This should be Tyler Warren here. I would be
If it's
surprised if
not,
it is
I
not.
agree with Jordan. Hopeful.
You see what I sent in the group chat, by the way?
My phone's on Do Not Disturb, so no.
And snap.
What's the first? I can't go through all that right now. I'm
Definitely
not
look at
clicking
it
your
later.
link and all that. I'm writing a tweet in advance for Tyler Warren goes to the Colts.
That's crazy. Last year's draft was all offensive picks and the first 14 picks.
It's been a good balance of offense and defense,
Yeah.
kind of. More offense, but there have been some defensive guys picked. Like no corners though. Like nobody in the secondary except Travis Hunter.
Here we go.
Okay. I wrote out a whole Colts tweet getting Tyler Warren. Hopefully it happens.
Bro, imagine. They were just talking about on ESPN. There it is.
Yep.
Tyler Warren, 2.
The Indianapolis Colts, they needed a tight end desperately, apparently, according to their room. But this gives them a weapon to actually build off. Tyler Warren, that grandfather looks so tired.
Yeah, he looks so tired. He's like, what is this? What is going on?
They dragged me out of bed to come here.
But congrats to Tyler Warren from Penn State. We are.
Penn State. He's a great player. Love him. He made a lot of that Penn State team last year.
He did.
Took a very, very long time. But yeah, Tyler Warren. So mad
About Drew Aller as our quarterback, but we'll live with that.
and he can run the ball. He can be a receiver as well. He's a dual threat, and he can block. He's just a great wide receiver. I love the pick for the Colts. And who knows what they're going to do with quarterback? I think this is one of those years that they'll worry about quarterback next year because why would they have to worry about it this year? You know?
Yeah.
But we'll see what they decide to do with that. For now, Tyler Warren, you are new tight end for the Colts. What do you think about it?
I love it. I love the pick. Anthony Richardson needs a tight end. Like he has not had it. The Colts in general really have not had a great tight end in a long while. So I think this really helps the Colts a lot. Tyler Warren, like I remember him a lot from Penn State, like his early years, like when like he was on always the top tight end. Like he was used a lot in Wildcat situations, like goal line Wildcat. They would have him run it up, sometimes throw the ball too.
Yep.
This past season, his role really expanded. And he had like a crazy good season. Yeah, they're showing right now like he's lined up everywhere. Slot wide receiver, tight end, split wide, backfield, quarterback. Like he's lined up everywhere. So I think it's great for the Colts. It's almost perfect for them. Falcons at 15. I had them getting Mikael Williams. So maybe they get a different edge rusher. I think they need edge rusher badly.
Dude, Elena texted me saying, it's time for the Falcons. But we're probably going to wait because we'll probably go to commercial. Too many commercials.
Man, yeah, way too many. Are they going to commercial again?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Falcons are still in the clock right now. But yeah, Tyler Warren, big congrats to him. The second player from Penn State has been drafted. In terms of the school that is winning right now in the draft, Michigan, I believe, is winning with 3 picks at the moment, if I count correctly.
Penn State also is tied for second with 2.
Yeah, they have 2. Alabama only has 1. Georgia only has 1.
So,
I think Penn State's solely at 2 with 2 guys. Yeah. Michigan has 3. Penn State has 2. All these other schools have 1. Big Ten representation this year. In my draft, I had Mikael Williams at 15, but I had Shamar Stewart, another edge rusher, at 16 from Texas A&M. So it could be him going to the Falcons. The Falcons have been dying for an edge rusher. They have been dying for one lately. I don't know if because right now, like they have. Oh my God, it's terrible. Leonard Floyd is their top edge rusher. That's not good. They need to improve that. Watch they draft the quarterback again. That'd be hilarious if they did that. That'd be absolutely hilarious. Oh man, this Steelers pick is going to be cinema. Oh man, what a long night we got ahead of us, Carl. What a long night. This is crazy. Yeah, the Falcons have still yet to make their pick, which is kind of interesting. There's only been one trade so far, and that was the Jacks.
And it might be the only train.
It could be. Who's the 19 overall pick? It is the Bucks. I'm gonna update the list. Buccaneers. Then you got the Broncos, which is gonna scare me. And then Steelers.
Why does the Broncos scare you?
Well, I feel like they can get like D lineman, or they could get a running back, which is kind of what the Steelers want. So
Yeah, but if Shador's there,
if Shador's in play, well, here's the thing too. I'm scared like a team will trade with the Broncos to like jump the Steelers.
Yeah.
I'd be so pissed. I will be really pissed if that happens. It'll be a noteworthy reaction on this live stream if that happens. Oh man. I think when the Steelers pick, I'll temporarily stop sharing our screen so our faces are the prime.
are beautiful.
Yeah, our beautiful faces can be seen when the Steelers pick. So
I need like caffeine. I'm tired.
I'm good right now. Lance's chair that I'm borrowing from his room is pretty nice. It's better than my other chair. So I like it because I have 2 chairs in here right now for the upcoming guests. We will have a guest after Arizona picks. And then we won't have another guest for. Actually, we'll have Ryan come in. You met Ryan already, like twice. Or Seth. He'll come in for the Steelers pick, too.
Yeah.
He's a Steelers fan. But this is going to be interesting. Falcons have yet to pick still. They don't want to submit that pick. Mel Kiper's best players available. Shador Sanders. Jalen Walker. Yeah, he is still yet to go. Will Johnson, Amari Hampton, Josh Simmons. Yeah, Jalen Walker is kind of dropping a little bit too. That because I had him going. Where did I have him going? I had him going at 8. Yeah, he could be the pick here, Jalen Walker. He's kind of dropped a bit from Georgia as well. We already mentioned Mikael Williams. Shador Sanders has a nice entourage.
Yeah, Jalen Walker not being drafted is kind of insane.
It could be right here. I'm gonna get a tweet ready for Jalen Walker.
I love the stats they come up with. There was a less than 1% chance he'd be available at pick 15.
Okay. I'm making a tweet. Okay, I got my tweet ready for this is Jalen Walker.
The class of the quarterback sliding is so funny.
Yeah.
Didn't Lamar slide?
Oh yeah, he was at the end of the.
Yeah, he was the final pick.
Yeah. I think he was 30. Okay, I got my Jalen Walker tweet ready to go. Please be him, so I don't have to delete all this. I'm gonna have like a whole Shador Sanders tweet ready to go, and I'll be so disappointed if I have to delete it.
You know what you should do? You should create 2 tweets. One for we got Shador Sanders and one for we did not get Shador
I
Sanders.
might have to do that. I might have to have like 2 drafts ready to go.
Ready.
I might do that after I tweet this one because I'm not gonna tweet until the Steelers pick. After this pick here. Falcons are picking. I think it will be Jalen Walker from Georgia.
Yeah.
Should be the pick. If it's not him, there are other edge rushers who it could be, but I feel like Walker has dropped. So Goodell is walking. Here we go. Ba-da-dum, boom, boom. Going right to it. Here we go. And post.
He stays.
There we
He
go.
stays in the
Jalen-
state of Georgia.
Jalen Walker, edge. I can't type. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, I expected that. Cardinals, I have them also going. I also have them going edge rusher here. So I have them getting Shamar Stewart, who is the next best edge rusher in my mock draft. So I could see that happen.
His hat does not want to go on.
Yeah, that's funny. His hat does not want to go on at all.
Who is that guy? I guess that's the owner.
Yeah, I see Raheem Morris there for the Falcons, their head coach. It's a good pick. I thought last
Better
year
than
they were
last
going to
year's.
draft an edge rusher in the first round, and they didn't, which was kind of funny because they got Michael Penix. But they finally do get an edge rusher. They needed that.
Yeah, what do
badly.
you think they do?
Who?
With this year with quarterback? It's Michael Penix, but what is what do they do with
Kirk?
Kirk? I would be trying to trade him, but the problem is that his contract is so absurd.
Yeah.
So it's like they're trying to like get a team to like eat some of his cap and all that, and it's like it's a mess. It's just such a bad contract. It really is. That's the main problem with it. Yeah, it's a good pick for the Falcons. Cardinals is kind of boring because them in general is kind of boring. Cardinals depth chart. I have them going edge rusher here. They're kind of fine on offense. Kyler Murray also does not really excite me. He really doesn't. So it is what it is.
They've stuck with him too long to actually dump him.
I'm gonna check Snapchat real quick.
I need a snack. I need like an energy drink or something, dog.
Here come the not the Falcons, the Cardinals. Another bird. Another bird. Don't 30-second commercial. That's diabolical.
There should be no commercials for the NFL draft, just saying.
Cardinals trade Kyler Murray, draft Shador Sanders. I mean, if there are no trades that happen, the Steelers can take Shador. That's if no trades are made. This is going to be interesting.
All right.
Here we go. The Cardinals have yet to pick.
It does look like a fun time there at the draft. Someone almost fell.
The pick is in for the Cardinals.
Pick is in.
Oh, we got a new message.
Hooray!
Hooray. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Bill.
The Steelers will be selecting soon.
We have any more of your friends before the Steelers or no?
Yeah, somebody's coming in for the Bengals pick.
Ah, boy.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm gonna promote again that to tune in because the Steelers are picking soon.
Yeah.
Tune in with us. Or
I'm
after
gonna
the
like
Steelers pick,
delete
too.
all my promotions after the draft ends too, so they're not just sitting on my stuff. But hooray, I like it. Yeah, Cardinals. There should be an edge rusher. They're a wild card team. I never really liked the Cardinals in general. They are showing who is that?
Matthew Golden.
Matthew Gold. Could he go here? I had
Any
him
wide
going to the
receiver.
Seahawks at 18. I don't know if that will happen. I had Shamar Stewart going here. It could happen. Cardinals wide receivers are Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch, Zay Jones. It's not fantastic. Maybe Golden gets picked here, but especially because Marvin Harrison was good, but he wasn't like great. So I just think they keep investing on the defensive line here. That's my pick. Maybe even corner. Who knows? Will Johnson has been slipping too. So
Yeah.
that's also a possibility as well. I'm going. 12.
I guess that might be overflow crowd.
I don't know.
I guess it is, but it's like it's weird. Yeah, that's a weird setup. Here comes Goodell. Here he comes.
Bum bum.
Here we go. Oh, he's quick. Here we go.
Ooh.
Walter Nolan.
Nolan.
Defensive tackle out of Ole Miss. Put that down. Walter Nolan, defensive tackle, Ole Miss.
For people just joining in or haven't been watching this whole time, the C stands for on the clock.
Yeah, that is true. We should be getting our friend in here shortly. I texted him to come in. Yeah, Cardinals could have used that too. Their current defensive tackle is Calais Campbell, but he is old. They also have Dalvin Tomlinson. So they add more depth there. Not a bad pick overall. This is the first Ole Miss first-round pick since 2017, Carlin. First time an Ole Miss player got picked in the first round since 2017. Evan Ingram was the last one. That's an interesting stat there. I will not lie. I had him going. Where did I have him going? I had him going 27 to the Ravens. Oof, I was off. I was off bad. All right. Here we go. Bengals are up. They are still on the clock. I think my friend is incoming. Perfect. All right. Bengals. The Bengals. Is that who I think it is? It is. Come in.
What's up? How are you guys doing?
Good. Come on in. Squeeze through there. Got a seat. Seat over here, Marco.
Oh,
Yeah, sit down. Sit down.
What's up?
So I do not want Shamar Stewart at all. I believe he's going to be a bust. I want Mike Green because I believe what he did against Ohio State was so nasty. What he did in the 17 sacks. I don't care if he has like character issues. I think you could like make sure like your players do not do that either.
Okay. I will say this is also family friendly. No swearing as well while we
Okay.
talk. I had Mike Green going 17 to the Bengals. I had Shamar Stewart going 16 to the Cardinals, and he was just not taken. So, do you think it is a possibility that Stewart goes here over Mike Green?
Yes, the Bengals love players like Shamar Stewart, and his size is like he's comparable to like Miles Murphy, so that kind of scares me too.
Now, I will ask you this while the Bengals are still in the clock. Your Bengals got Joe Burrow extended. They got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins both extended. Do you have faith that they have enough money for the rest of the team?
I do have enough faith, but I don't think we're going to sign Hendrickson this year, and I believe we're going to trade Pratt.
Okay. Pratt is your middle linebacker right now. Your only middle linebacker, according to ESPN.
Yeah, we're going to draft one like later in the draft.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna wait some time too because we're going.
Or it could be this pick. Who knows?
We are going to commercial, of course, so you get to stay with us longer for this
Okay.
one. Yeah, Trey Hendrickson has yet to be paid, and we are saying that they could draft an edge rusher. Your other edge rusher is Joseph Osai. Do you like him?
Yes, he actually did pretty good. He had 5 sacks in the last 6 games, but he's going to be gone after this year. And then I don't trust Miles Murphy at all.
Okay. So I think edge rusher is most likely. Your safeties are Jordan Battle, Geno Stone. Your corners are Cam Taylor, Britt, Dax Hill, Josh Noon. Do you have faith in your secondary?
I do not have faith in Geno Stone. I think he's a third safety like how he was at the Ravens. So I want Malachi Starks or Nick Amanwari. But I don't think it's going to happen either.
Okay. Do you think the Bengals, just in general, because we're Steelers fans, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Ravens
Leave
fan.
black and gold.
We have a Ravens fan waiting in the wings to come on here and talk. Do you think the Bengals have a chance of winning the AFC North this year?
I think we're going to get second. Honestly, if I'm going to be honest, I think the Ravens are too good.
We did also pass the 2-hour mark on our live stream. That is crazy. The draft has been going
Hey.
on for 2 hours. That is insane.
Oh,
I'm scared
yeah,
about the
for around
Ravens.
2 hours.
I am. I had the Ravens actually getting Walter Nolan, who just went. So I'm wrong officially with the Ravens and their pick. I could still get the Bengals pick correct. What do you think about the Steelers? Are you on the Shador Sanders hype train?
I am actually on a Shador Sanders hype train. I actually hope he goes to the Steelers because he gives good competition, and I hope the Browns just mess up on the quarterback so the division just stays the same, like with the top 3 dogs.
Now let me ask you, because the Browns, as we look at it, the only trade that's happened so far was with the Jaguars. They traded with the Browns. The Browns essentially passed on Travis Hunter, but the Browns get a 2nd-round pick and a 1st-round pick next year, and they got Mason Graham. Do you think that was a good move for the Browns, or do you think that was
They
dumb?
should have stuck with Travis Hunter.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I like Travis Hunter a lot. I think it's a great fit for the Jags so far, but I don't know. I think they get great capital, though, overall. Your pick is in.
I
How you
hope it's
feeling?
Mike Green. I have a feeling it's going to be Shamar Stewart. I just have a feeling the Bengals just love Shamar Stewart, and he came for a visit too. So that's kind of scares me. But the Bengals also love the Marshall safety, so they saw who's going to probably be drafted later in the draft. So I could actually see, and they went to Mike Green's pro day too because of that. So I could see that happening. And James Pierce might be a surprise pick here too. I think the Bengals are interested. This could go either way. I would have been fine with Colston Loveland. I just say we should just like score 60 points and let our defense score like hold teams to like 50 points. That's what I believe. We have Burrow and Chase and Higgins and Gesicki and Chase Brown.
What did you all think of there when Loveland went 10 over Tyler Warren?
I was shocked. I thought Tyler Warren was going to be picked, to be honest.
We that was probably our biggest gasp so far in here when Tyler Warren was essentially passed aside and he dropped all the way to 14. I think that and the Jaguars moment, I think, were the 2 best moments so far in the draft. The Bengals pick is in, though. So we think Mike Green. That was my pick. It could be Shamar Stewart as well. I will unmute it for when Goodell comes out. Adam Schefter is talking. Okay, he's talking about Trey Hendrickson. Adam Schefter right now.
I don't think that's going to happen at all.
What do you think with Hendrickson?
I think he's going to get traded, to be honest. It doesn't look good, especially after Mike Green. But if you draft Shamar Stewart, you have to keep Trey Hendrickson because Shamar Stewart's only good at stop and run. He only has like 4.5 sacks.
Here comes the commish.
Stats.
Here comes Goodell for the Bengals
With
pick.
someone else.
Please be Mike Green.
And somebody is.
Oh, he was waiting for Sweet Carolina to end.
Oh, are they playing?
What's up,
Sweet Carolina?
Kamish? Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
No! I knew it was going to happen.
What are your thoughts?
What's your
Final thoughts on Shamar
I'm
Stewart?
disappointed. We need to keep Hendrickson now. Mike Green would have been the perfect pick right here.
How do you feel about the Bengals going into the rest of the draft and beyond with Shamar Stewart?
We need to get a guard really bad, and we need to get a linebacker. Hopefully, we trade Pratt for a 7th-round pick.
All right. I appreciate you, Marco, being here.
Thank you,
Let
Marco.
Let Ryan know when the Steelers are on the clock to come in here.
Okay.
Bet. I'll see you. The Bengals have picked edge from Texas. A and M. Marco is not happy about that. That's funny. That's why I like getting other people's reactions when I can. He was not happy when that happened.
No, he was not.
Because I had Mike Green going here. But I had Stewart going 16. He went 17. I was kind of close. I haven't really had a correct pick since the 7th overall pick. Actually, no, the 6th. I was perfect in the top 6, and then it ended there. Seahawks are next. I had them getting Matthew Golden, and that is a real possibility here because the Seahawks wide receivers right now are Jackson Smith and Jigba, who is really good. Cooper Kupp is good but old. But after that, you have Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's not a great group. I think Matthew Golden comes here at 18. They're on the clock at the moment. I'm going to keep updating our lineup here. And after that is the Packers. And then the Vikings. Oops. Okay. We are getting close to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know
We
what?
are
One thing
getting
bothers
close.
me
What?
when people call them the Lurs, the Ellers.
That's pretty dumb. I'm not going to lie.
I just call them the Steelers.
Yeah. We should have 2 more guests coming in here throughout the night.
Yeah, sure.
That's it. Shador. Wait, I think something's happening. Here, I got a tweet. I didn't see all of it. I think something's happening with the Seahawks pick.
Come on, we wait.
We'll wait, but I think something's happening with the Seahawks pick. So it could be a trade. It could be a Steelers trade.
All
maybe?
right, let's not go crazy. Yet.
Maybe moving up
No.
3 spots.
Or the pick is in.
Is it in?
I don't know.
No, it's not in. Holy crap, Carlin. This could be it. I'm going to get my Shador Sanders.
All right, let's be
tweets.
quiet. Pick is in.
Oh, the pick is in. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that was 3-0. Thank you for whoever tweeted that. I'm writing my Shador Sanders tweets now.
I don't have to make a TikTok live on there. "15-second break. 1, 2. Yeah, I don't understand the stadium. Unless if it's a place to watch and use the bathroom without everyone else.
I'm literally going to write 2 drafts for my Shador Sanders selection.
You need to start the one saying with the Steelers have drafted blah blah blah,
Yeah.
not Shador Sanders.
Yeah.
And you word it that way in case, because you don't want to give the other guy crap if we don't take Shador.
Yeah. I'll have a separate tweet if it's somebody else too.
So does Shador starts, right? You would think.
Yes,
If we get him.
he starts.
Ugh.
Add a little gif.
Unless we get Aaron Rodgers.
God, no, please.
Well, if we get Aaron Rodgers starts.
Okay. Why can't I make it a draft? Oh, wait, here we
Just
go. Save
put it in
draft.
there.
Okay.
All right.
Let me make another draft. I think this will be Matthew Golden here with the Seahawks.
Oh, here comes the commish. Man, bro was quick.
All right. Seahawks. Who are you taking?
Gray Zabel.
Guard. They did not take a wide receiver.
They did not take wide receiver. They go guard. I guess they kind of need a guard. But I don't even know if I had that guy in the first round or not. I'll check in a bit. Gray. Where was he from? Did you see?
Oh, man. Hold on, it's going to tell us. It's going to tell us.
North Dakota State University.
Okay. Okay, got that.
We're getting closer, John. Closer and closer and closer. They need to start the draft like an hour early.
Okay, I got both drafts ready.
Yeah. We're getting somewhere.
Let me just make sure like all my drafts save. Yeah, I got 2 drafts ready to go for Shador Sanders. I'm essentially just gonna get all my Steelers stuff ready to go at this point, like the depth chart, everything. Oh, they're hyping up the Steelers. They're
You get a
hyping up the
commercial.
Steelers. Okay, Greg Zabel, he's a guard. Did I have him in the first round? No. Oh, I did. I had him going to the Texans at 25. So I was a little off there. So congrats to Zabel. He went earlier than I thought he would. It's going to get interesting real soon, Carlin. Real soon.
It's gonna get
Shador.
interesting. 12 picks later.
I've been saying it this whole time, too. Perfect Timing by Shador Sanders is going to be our new theme song for everything. I'm going to play it nonstop, repeatedly.
He has a song called Perfect Timing.
Yes, you've heard of it. You definitely heard of it before. You're playing it all day, every day.
Who are the Bucks
Every-
take here?
Oh, I'm gonna go crazy if Shador's taken.
Who are the Bucks take?
I'll tell you in a second. Okay. I had them getting Jihad Campbell, linebacker of Alabama. I think they're getting older at linebacker. I think you can upgrade. I like their offense a lot, but I think you can improve there. Maybe an edge rusher too, but I have them getting Jihad Campbell. That's my pick here. I really think the Bucks will get not the Bucks. The Broncos are going to get Amari and Hampton at 20, which makes me wonder if the Steelers will swap with Denver to be safe. I don't know. This is going to be so interesting. I'm really staying off my phone. At this point going forward, like that pick could be known by now. That Shador pick. It could be known. And it could be out there right now.
They just had a commercial for T-Mobile and the iPhone 16. How it has a ceramic shield. Bro does not have a case on his phone. I'm sorry. If you do not have a case on your phone, you are a diabolical person. Like, why do you not have a case on your phone?
Honestly, I agree.
You need it. Go
We are getting so close to the Steelers pick. We are getting so close. Oh, man. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Here we go.
Steelers. Here we
Here we
go.
go.
Pittsburgh's
going to the
Super Bowl.
Bowl.
Here we go. Steelers.
Steelers.
Here we go. Pittsburgh's going to the
to
Super Bowl. Yeah, look at that. Look at that logo right there. Look at that
Damn.
logo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What logo?
Right here. Look at that.
Oh,
Come on, Carlin.
pick is in for
The pick is
Tampa.
in. The pick is in. Please be Jahad Campbell. I've not gotten a correct pick in a hot minute. But I'm going to stop sharing the screen because we are entering Pittsburgh territory. So I'll pull back up the official draft once the Steelers have picked. We are in Steeler territory right now. It is getting interesting. They just showed Aaron Rodgers.
They drafted you.
That is crazy. That is diabolical right there.
Yeah, here's the stats. Dolphins had a 49% chance. I've taken him. Falcons had a 21. Steelers had a 7.
What were the Dolphins and Falcons mentioned?
Just because I guess they're big picks. I don't know.
Shador to the Steelers. It's happening. It's happening. Falling to 21. It's happening. Yes. Yes. Get the watch. Look at them. They're getting excited.
They're
Dion
taking a
Shador.
selfie. The selfie before he gets drafted.
Look. Oh my God.
You know what's going to happen when Pittsburgh goes on the clock? They're going to go to TV timeout.
They are definitely like the NFL knows that is the pick everyone is waiting for. Like this whole draft revolves around the Steelers and what they do. Okay, Bucks are in. Nobody cares. No offense to the Bucks fans.
You might care.
Unless it's Shador Sanders and they trade Baker Mayfield. Here we go. Goodell is coming out.
Oh. Okay.
Oh! You were 1 second early, Carlin. Be careful. Okay. That is interesting. Because they have Mike Evans, they have Chris Godwin, and now they have Emeka Ibuka, who, remember back in the old days, we were saying that he would be a Steeler before the DK Metcalf trade. Remember that. We were all on the Emeka Ibuka trade.
Broncos are
signing.
officially on the clock.
Broncos are on
And
the
their
clock.
time is ticking.
Yeah, because Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Jalen McMillan is pretty good too. So that does surprise me a bit that they got.
So,
Emeka
unless if they're
Ibuka.
Trying to get Chris Evans.
What?
I want to say Chris
Evans, I know. Hold on.
Chris Godwin
Mike Evans.
or Mike Evans?
Yeah, his replacement.
Unless they think that his time is coming to an end soon. I mean, it's not a bad pick in terms of like fantasy. It's not good.
I think
Like-
that's a shocking pick.
I had him going 30 to the Bills, and I thought that would have been a better location for him. But it is what it is. If it says the Broncos pick is in, the Steelers are ready to pounce. I think this is going to be my next correct pick, Omarion Hampton, running back out of North Carolina. I think this is it.
This running back class is a deep class.
It's so deep. It really is. That's why I think the Steelers could get their guy later, in my opinion. So that's what I think. Yeah, that surprised me. I didn't expect them to go then. Shador Sanders. The watch going. Get it all going.
I do not like Tampa's head coach.
Yeah, Todd
He's
Bowles
on the hot
has
seat.
overstayed his welcome. Really has overstayed his welcome.
Yeah.
He's kind of one of those guys who I'm kind of surprised he's lasted as long as he has there. The Broncos are still on the clock.
And we got a timeout.
They're still on the clock. I need it to say the pick is in, so we don't have to worry about anything.
They're taking their jolly old time.
I will say this: if Shador Sanders is not drafted at 21, the league hates him. Like the teams hate him. That has to be. They don't view him as a first-round pick. Here's what's also interesting. 3 years ago, 2022, the Steelers drafted Kenny Pickett at 20. 3 years later, they could be drafting another quarterback. It's interesting. It really is. Now, in terms of like next year's quarterbacks, like Arch Manning, Drew Aller, I think those guys might be better prospects. But I don't know. I like Shador a lot. I really think he's a good quarterback. Mel Kiper like really likes Shador Sanders. I think he had him above Cam Ward. So, kind of interesting stuff there.
What is Mel Kiper now?
He's smart. He's smart. The Broncos are still on the clock.
Yeah, I know.
It scares me.
I just
It
want to know what they
really
do with it.
scares me. Too much. too much, Carlin. I needed to say the pick is in. Like now.
Imagine
How
they
much
forget
time
to
is
draft.
left for you? Like, what is the clock?
2:10, 2:09, 2:08.
You are exactly 2 seconds ahead of me. So just know that. 2
The
seconds.
Steelers.
I am freaking out right now. If Shador is there, you take him, in my opinion, because you won't have a second round pick. You got to pray that your QB that you would want is in the third round. But they must not like Shador Sanders in that case. And at that point, I don't know if the quarterback that you would take in the third round is better than Mason Rudolph, which scares me. That's why I think it's got to be Shador.
Aaron Rodgers.
If it's Aaron Rodgers.
You just have to. You have to agree with one state though.
What?
Is that that's a very likely possibility of Aaron Rodgers coming to Pittsburgh.
It's been the draft. He should know by now what he wants to do. At this point, he can be the backup to Shador Sanders if he wants to come to the Steelers. He can be the backup.
He won't be the backup. He'll be the starter.
He can be.
He won't be though.
The Broncos are still on the clock.
They want to take their sweet old time.
They might mess up their pick.
Won't be
Bro.
the first time.
If this is a trade, I'm going to throw something.
Nope. Pick is in.
The pick is in. Oh, okay.
This is funny.
Oh my god.
I'll be right back real quick.
All right, John is gone. Pick number 20, the Broncos. Who obviously Shador still available. Will Johnson, Amar Hampton, Josh Simmons, and Matthew Golden. The Broncos could get a wide receiver here. John has them taking Amar Hampton. I believe he said they need a running back. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. They have Pat Sartain. They locked him up for a couple of years, I believe so. I don't know what they're going to do here. My guess is they're going to take a running back. If not, they'll take a wide receiver. Get Bo Nix some more weapons on the team. So, yeah,
I'm
welcome
not
back.
checking my phone.
Buzz.
Please just be Omari and Hampton, and we can move on. Please. I am begging you, Steelers.
Imagine we take Matthew Golden.
I would just laugh. Man.
Ooh.
The pick is in. Oops, my bad. Oh. I feel bad for the people that bought Kenny Pickett jerseys. I feel bad.
I never believed in Kenny Pickett.
I did. I think they still
You-
got rid of him too early.
You asked me about here. Hold on. Let's see what the
Here we go.
Broncos do first.
Pick is in. Oh my god.
Okay. We're going to make a wish here, John. Calm down.
Okay. I didn't know. I didn't know at first.
That kid has a nice dapper suit, by the way.
Look at his watch. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can tell it's nice. Aw. Roger Goodell, raise your fist up. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Okay, here we go. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Oh.
Okay. It don't matter. Amari Hampton is not available. What the Steelers got him?
I will say. Okay, so let me tell you my thing about.
Oh God.
Let me tell you my thing about.
Oh God.
All right, can I tell you my thing? What I was going to say about Kenny real quick? I never believed in Kenny. it never works out when hometown people come play for this town. And I said, I do not believe in Kenny, but I will support Kenny. I don't believe in Shador Sanders, but if he comes to the Steelers, I will support him until he leaves to go somewhere else.
Yeah, we don't get copyrighted. Okay, come in. Okay,
No copyright.
Ryan.
That's where
Omarion Hampton has not been taken yet either. So he is technically still available.
What's
But
up, Ryan?
This should be Shador.
This has got to be Shador.
This has to be Shador.
Also, hi, Carlin.
What's up?
He said, "What's up?"
This has got to be Shador.
This has to be.
For Shiesty, please.
We will also say this is family friendly, so no swearing as well.
Okay.
But this has to be Shador.
Please be
Omarion Hampton is available. Defensive tackles are available.
But it's not worth it.
We are not checking social media at all either. I'm not checking Snapchat until the pick is made. I have 2 Shador Sanders tweets ready to go. Either if he's taken or if he is not.
So
This
the call-up's
has-
ready.
This has to be Shador. If it's not Shador, it's Omarion Hampton. It could be Matthew Golden,
Could be. I don't see
which aren't terrible, but I don't want Mason Rudolph throwing the ball to these people.
I don't like it.
This has to be Shador. If it is not Shador,
I'm a crash out.
it's either going to be Mason Rudolph or Aaron Rodgers as the starting quarterback, and that all sucks. No offense. No offense. I think Shador is the better option. I think he is the better option.
Here we go.
They're still.
We have 5 minutes.
What if they trade down?
Please. Please. Oh, Shador's watching.
Shador.
Please.
Please. Please.
Shador knows.
Because right now,
Take us in.
but you're 2 seconds ahead, Carl. Mason
know.
Rudolph and Skylar Thompson
Mason.
are the only 2 quarterbacks. Jalen Warren is our best running back right now, so that is an option. DK Metcalf, George Pickens, Calvin Austin are the 3. Mike Tomlin, nice fade there.
Someone
he's
said Steelers should get
No,
Garrett
be-
Green.
Be quiet. That's funny. That's funny, Carlin.
I don't know who said that, but that's
Who's that?
beautiful.
Is that
Jackson
Jackson Dart? No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, John,
No.
he hasn't drafted yet. Calm down. We're not
No.
there yet. We are not
not.
there yet.
I
Oh
don't
my
like
gosh, this guy.
ESPN was showing lowlights of him. I don't want him. I don't want him. Somebody chatted in the YouTube chat. I'm not checking. I am not checking because they probably
It
know what
literally says someone should draft Garrett Green. That's what it says.
Okay. I don't care. Okay, yeah. That's true. Someone should draft Garrett Green. That's funny. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
He hasn't come out yet. Calm down. Take
Come
your
on.
time.
There you go. Okay. Please. Please.
Shut up, Mel Kiper. I don't fucking care.
That's okay. That was a swear word.
It happens. It happens.
Please.
Here comes the commish. All right, let's be quiet.
Let's get out.
We'll be quiet. We'll be quiet. We'll be quiet.
You be
Here we go.
quiet. You be quiet. You're
Carlin,
2
please,
seconds ahead.
Respectfully, shut up.
I'm not even going to look at you.
Here we go.
Come on, Shador! Come on! What?
He fell.
What? Why? Why?
Okay.
Why?
Hold on.
Still doesn't have a quarterback.
We don't have a quarterback.
Still don't have a quarterback. That's crazy.
What? Get out of here. Why?
I'm bringing my sweatshirt. I'm done. I'm so done. I am so pissed off. Lance, get out.
Everyone out.
Get out, Lance.
Everyone out.
Get out. Get out.
Bye-bye. Why?
Because
Okay.
here, wait. Let me say my opinion before you start ranting.
Who do we take
okay?
again?
I don't even know.
Kid out of Oregon.
He's a defensive tackle.
Okay, let me release my one tweet.
Derek Harmon. All right,
Okay.
let me put it this way before you talk about it. I don't think a lot of people believe in Shador.
I had Derek Harmon going number 22 to the Chargers.
I don't think a lot of people believe in him, and I think that's why he keeps falling it. I'm not saying that they want Aaron Rodgers, but I literally told you, John, that they will not get their quarterback till next year with all Pittsburgh in front of me. I think that's what they're going to do.
Tell Carlin I'm gonna crash out.
Wait,
Ryan's gonna crash out.
tell Ryan what I just said.
I was not listening to you. I'm sorry.
That I don't think they're going to draft a quarterback till next year in front of the hometown.
I guess it's Aaron Rodgers. Okay, I got the anger out. Let me just say this: they needed a defensive tackle because I did say,
Yeah, they did. I'm
I
going to make a
did
TikTok.
say in my mock draft, assuming Shador was gone, though, I said defensive tackle is your best bet,
We would take Kenneth Grant.
and I was either between Kenneth Grant, who was already taken already, or Derek Harmon. So it's not a bad pick. I'm happy for him. It's probably going to be great for a defensive line. Let me get that out of the way.
Cam's on the verge of retiring.
Yeah, Cam is on the you got rid of Ogunjobi.
Ogo and
It is a good pick in terms of need for the Steelers.
Just not a pick we wanted.
It's that you don't have a quarterback yet. I think the quarterback position need to be addressed first.
You probably would. He probably wouldn't.
Next year.
We could have taken any better options.
Oh
We
man,
needed
that was a
to.
good reaction though.
Yeah.
I gotta make a tweet.
Why am I a fan of this organization? Why am I a fan of this Harvard organization? We don't draft right. We don't do anything right. Well, get out. Well, please get out.
What? Yeah, get me one. No, give me an icy light. I don't think Shador Sanders is a first round quarterback anymore.
Do you want me to vacate?
If you want, it's up to you.
I'll stay in here till our next pick.
Yeah, or stay here till like the next pick happens.
Now, who the hell are the Chargers going to take?
Yeah, I had Derek Harmon going here. Yeah, I will say that I sounded really mad. Thank you. I sounded really mad when it was not Shador Sanders. I'm not mad at Derek Harmon. Let me just say that right now.
The pick is good,
The pick is good. It fills a need,
but just not the need we need.
but the Steelers need a quarterback.
So what are we praying that Milrow or Dart's going to fall to us?
Man,
Because when's our second round pick? Is it early?
none. There's no second round pick because of the DK Metcalf trade.
Third round?
Yeah, we have a third round pick.
So we're praying either Milrow, Dart, or one of the other ones fall to the third round, which could happen.
Wow.
This. Oh, boy.
Shador Sanders is falling.
He's falling hard. It's because of his father. How much of a.
Wow, man. That's crazy. I didn't believe Carlin's making this TikTok. Good. That. Wow. Wow. That is sad, man. The fact that Mason Rudolph is still our starting QB. I would have rather had Amari in Hampton. Let me say that now. We had some comments during that. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, man. That was a fun reaction, though, I will say. Oh, man. No.
Dodaro. My buddies are asking if the guy we just drafted is any good.
He's a good defensive tackle. He's from Oregon.
So
So,
he was under Dan Lanning. So
yeah.
He should.
Oh,
Produce.
I really have not updated our.
Doing a pull up.
Yeah, tell me if you could, like,
Yeah.
what's been happening. I'm going to share the screen again.
Give me a second. I'm pulling up ESPN right now.
Okay.
I have service. Okay. So what picks do you need? Box downward.
Oops, I don't need this. Bye-bye.
Buccaneers downward.
Yeah, Buccaneers, who they take.
Emeka Ibuka,
Oh,
wide
yeah.
receiver, Ohio State.
Okay.
And then the Broncos took Jahdae Barron.
How do you spell it?
Jahdae.
Okay.
Barron. Barron.
And he is a corner from Texas.
Quarterback Texas. And then obviously Derek Harmon from
Defensive tackle from Oregon.
Yep.
Okay, I'm caught up. Okay.
I'll stay for the Chargers pick.
Let's just talk positive. It feels a need
It does.
for the Steelers. They needed that. I think my reaction, like the crazy reaction, was just exaggerated.
A
But
little over-exaggerated,
it was a little over
but
exaggerated.
also valid.
It's valid. Not because Derek Harmon's a bad player. He's a great player. I think he's going to do great things for his Steelers. The problem
He fills a
is
need.
your current quarterbacks are Mason Rudolph
And Skylar Thompson.
and Skylar Thompson. That is not
So
good.
it's either A, we're praying that Aaron Rodgers signs with us, or B, we're putting all our faith in a third-round quarterback.
Yeah, right
whether-
now we literally
Whether it be Milrow, Dart, how do you say Tyler? What's his name from Louisville?
Shuck.
Name? Tyler Shuck.
Yeah.
God forbid, Will Howard or Kyle McCord.
like
Or maybe is what's his name? Dylan Gabriel, is he worthy of a third-round pick?
no.
6th.
Yeah. I think you have to draft quarterback in the third round now.
It's a need.
You have it's
It
an
is a pressing
urgent
need.
need.
Unless you trust Mason Rudolph with your
can't.
offense, which I really don't.
But Shador, I think, was the only guy in this draft that could start over Mason Rudolph.
Everybody else is going to need time to develop.
Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers is still out there. I don't think that's the best option.
I think he
And I think-
retires.
I think he should have been signed by now anyway.
He should have.
But
It's either A, he retires, or B, takes a year off.
the story of this draft, though, is how Shador Sanders,
Falling.
he could have been a top 5 quarterback.
The only team
Hey,
I see a real
I-
He's 22 now.
I want to say
What's up,
something.
Carlin?
Do you remember about a year ago when the college football season ended and the draft ended and people said, I wonder who's going to be the first overall draft pick? And the money line was Shador Sanders. And I said, I don't think he deserves to be first overall. And the internet hated me for saying that. We got comments blowing up saying that this guy knows nothing about it and whatnot.
Yeah.
And look what happened. I was right. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah. I don't know,
How are we
man.
feeling compared to our first-round pick last year? What our reaction was between now and Fatanu last
I
year?
like Troy Fatanu last year. I think because now he's going to start.
Yeah.
I think he's a good right tackle, and now Broderick Jones gets to start at left tackle.
His intended position.
Yeah, Derek Harmon. Fine. End of the
Fine
story.
addition.
He's a good addition to the team. They needed defensive tackle was a need, but I
don't
think
think it was just a first round. It was
quarterback-
like a third or fourth round.
I think what you have to do third round has to be a quarterback, whoever's
Must. It's a
available.
do or die.
Who knows? Maybe Shador drops like a lot.
I don't see that. I
Like-
really don't.
What if he pulls Malik Willis and drops to the third round?
And when everybody said he was going to be a first round pick.
You
This
can also have
podcast
people-
is unofficially sponsored by Icy
Icy
Light.
What are the Chargers' biggest needs? Wide receiver?
I had the Chargers getting this guy, Derek Harmon.
I feel like this is like a pick written all over Matthew Golden.
Oh, I just saw who they took. Ooh,
Who?
this is interesting.
It's not cool.
They kind
Wow,
of need
Marion
one.
Hampton. And this is
Even
interesting.
when they have Dobbins.
No, they got
Well,
Najee
then
Harris.
Najee Harris.
They just got Najee Harris, the Chargers, and they proceed to draft Amarian Hampton.
This is
That's
I don't know about that.
okay, I guess.
I guess Harbaugh's running a two-headed running back system like last year.
Yeah, Ryan, it's been fun. See you soon, Ian.
Dude, imagine
Next
the Packers
is
trade their
Kevin
pick.
is in.
They're gonna start giggling. I know.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank you, Ryan.
Bye, Ryan.
Bye, buddy.
I was always right. Just saying. Let that never be forgot.
Man, like I said, Derek Harmon, he's a great player. You need a quarterback. badly. You really need a QB.
We'll get one. It's just one. And I predicted this. I out of more everything, I'm shocked that I actually predicted this.
Man, I'm gonna go on Twitter a little bit now. Steelers are trending number 1. The Steelers didn't draft Shador Sanders. Who's going to be their QB? Who knows? Steelers passed up on Shador. Wow, man.
I still can't believe that I said that Shador should not go first overall. Now he has least dropped to 23.
Yeah, all of the comments are just the fact that the Steelers have no quarterback right now.
Which let's not talk about the Steelers not having a quarterback. Let's talk about why the Steelers passed on him. What are we thinking the reasoning is? Is it because they think he's going to be there later, or they're going to trade up, or they just don't like him?
I'm guessing they don't like him. I'm guessing the fact that no other teams have traded up either for him. I've seen like some reports like teams don't like him. I think they're true. It's either character or they don't think he's good enough.
I said that
he's falling. I think he's either going to be picked at the very end of the first round or second round. The Browns could get him without having to trade up.
That's insane.
That is insane. If the Browns do that, we're gonna have to watch him twice.
Or unless the Steelers are going to do the pick next year.
What'd you say?
Unless the Steelers wait till next year, which I think is very possible.
They could. But let's just think about it. I'm gonna guess now that they're not taking Shador Sanders. He will not be the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Either A, they're still waiting on Aaron Rodgers, and they feel like if he signs with the Steelers, then there's no point in Shador. They could be doing that. They might like a Jalen Milroe or a Jackson Dart. Maybe. And they're willing to wait till the third round to take him. That's a possibility. But right now, your quarterbacks are Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson, and you pass on the best quarterback available. They fill a need. I am just going to think they felt like defensive tackle was a big need. They did not value Shador Sanders as a first-round pick, so they went with defensive tackle. I don't think the Steelers are high on Shador Sanders. That's what I think I get out of all of this. Is that smart? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not shocked, though. I think you're more shocked than I'm actually shocked.
Yeah. Wow. It's just the need of the position. That's the problem. You cannot be a Steeler fan and be confident in Mason Rudolph starting.
I'm more confident than him and than Aaron Rodgers. You can't forget what he did when he did get the starting position after Kenny went down and they tried rocking with Mitch and it was horrible. He did great things. Don't forget that. But is he going to do a year long of great things?
Yeah, that's
also he's not. But here's the thing: he's not winning the Super Bowl. What they should do is they should tank and get a good overall pick for next year, and have the party
tank, which they could. They would trade TJ Watt
and have the party in Pittsburgh next year when they draft their quarterback, which is what they're going to do, or they're going to get a late round guy, but it won't be the future. It would just be a quarterback, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to keep updating our list. Wow, man. I've not had a correct pick since number 6. 2. I've been slacking. Our Steeler episode is going to be really interesting now, and we're gonna do it on Monday or Tuesday. No matter,
Yeah,
like after the
gonna be
draft.
going quick.
If Aaron Rodgers signs like a week later, we'll have another episode. But we
Or
will.
Not even that. When we figure out our quarterback.
Yeah. After the draft, there should be 4 quarterbacks on the roster. There should be. And we'll talk about it. We'll talk about what they need to improve on still. Defensive tackle was a need. I have to make that perfectly clear. That was a need.
Dude, Green Bay's taking their time.
They are taking their time. Their biggest needs right now: quarterback, number 1; running back, number 2. I would say corner, number 3.
So now here's the question: what do you do in this with with your next pick? A running back?
Well, you have no second round pick. You have a third round pick. I would just have to think that because the running back class is so deep, they could wait till the 4th round for a running back. I almost think, unless you trade into the second round, I almost think you have to get a quarterback round 3. But I also don't know if whatever quarterback you take in round 3 is a better starting option than Mason Rudolph. Which
you have no faith in Mason Rudolph. I'm not denying saying that you're right or wrong, but
Mason Rudolph can get you to 9-8.
I don't think at all this year we were going to be doing anything, I think they're waiting. Or Omar Carnean's fired, which y'all still have too much faith in Omar Khan.
I do. I like Omar Khan. He's made great moves. But here's the thing. I almost feel like the whole league does not like Shedeur Sanders.
I agree.
Which is telling. This is very familiar to 2022 with Malik Willis. And he went to the 3rd round. It's very familiar. It is very, very familiar. Interesting stuff. Goodell's coming out with the Packers. So your reel that you posted. Oof. A lot of Steeler fans don't look happy. Here's the thing. It's not on Derek Harmon. He's great. I love the player. I think he'll do great things. It's not like a situation where they picked a terrible player who was a reach or anything. Derek Harmon was a round 1 pick. That was his value. And the Steelers got a round 1 pick. And Derek Harmon. I think he's going to do fantastic. I love the pick there. But you need a quarterback. It's going to be interesting. Will Johnson has also really slid. Corner. He has really slid. Wonder what Shedeur Sanders' reaction was. Man. What is this guy talking about for the Green Bay Packers? Wow. Biggest moment of the night right there. Here's the 23rd pick. Oh, make the pick.
They drafted a wide receiver.
Who?
Look at all the phones. Matthew Golden.
Bro,
He
you're
took
ahead of me by a
forever to
second.
announce. I know. He took forever to announce the pick.
Okay, let's kind of get back on track a little bit. Matthew Golden is an incredible pick here for the Packers too.
Yeah,
I did
they
not
need
have him.
another one.
I did not have him available in this spot. I would have had him gone at 18, so he dropped a bit. Packers need a true wide receiver 1. Or I think he could be that for the Packers. Because right now, I mean, you got Romeo Dobbs, Jalen Reed, Christian Watson. They're good. I think Matthew Golden could be the star player for the Packers. I think that's an excellent pick there for them. Vikings are next. Man, we're going to have a lot to talk about in that Steeler episode. But here's the thing. The whole draft still has to play out. We have to remember that. And we will not be live streaming during tomorrow's draft night. So follow the Twitter as well. Follow the TikTok. Carlin will probably post a TikTok, which I'm checking yours currently right now as I go to it.
I was just going to do and I forgot.
Did you not make the...
No, I did.
Yeah,
I posted it.
You did. I'll repost it. Perfect.
12. It has 12 likes.
13 now for me. Okay, yeah. This is the hometown guy now, technically, in a way, because even though I don't think he's from Green Bay, but big signing there.
Yeah.
Or big pick, I should say. I like that a lot for the Packers. The Vikings, I had them getting Malachi Starks, a safety, who has not yet been picked. So let's do a little draft recap so far, what's happened. Cam Ward went number 1. That was obvious. The Jaguars have the only trade of the draft so far. Traded with the Browns to get Travis Hunter, which was good. Abdul
Oh, the
Carter to
first round.
Giants. Yeah, first round. Giants got Abdul Carter at 3. Patriots got Will Campbell at 4. Browns got Mason Graham. I had that all correct. Ashton Genty went to the Raiders. Then everything went off the rails. Jets got Armand Memba, who John Cotter was in here. He liked the pick. Panthers got McMillan, which is also a great pick, wide receiver 1. Saints did not get Shador. They got Kelvin Banks Jr., new right tackle. Bears passed on Tyler Warren to get Colston Loveland, tight end from Michigan. 49ers got an opposite person of Nick Bosa, Mikael Williams, edge from Georgia. Oh, I think Golden's talking. Ooh. Listen to this.
He's having fun.
He's having fun. Okay. Cowboys got Tyler Booker, guard, replacement for Zach Martin. Dolphins got Kenneth Grant, technically a replacement for Christian Wilkins, defensive tackle. Colts get Tyler Warren, tight end, their first great tight end in years. His drop finally ended. Falcons finally got an edge rusher. Jalen Walker kind of slipped a bit, but they got a new edge rusher. Cardinals got Walter Nolan to help their defensive tackle position. Bengals got Shamar Stewart, edge rusher. Marco is in here. He wanted Mike Green, who has also not been taken yet. Seahawks got Gray Zabel, guard, to improve their O-line. They did not go receiver. Buccaneers got Emeka Ibuka to be the wide receiver 3 on the team from Ohio State. Broncos did not get running back. They went corner and Jahdae Barron from Texas. So they improved their secondary. And they feel like they have better value. They think their running back value is deep later in the draft. Steelers did not get Shador Sanders. They instead got Derek Harmon. Great pick because they need defensive tackle, but they need a quarterback. So it is still questionable, not because of Derek Harmon, but because of the need of quarterback. Chargers got Amarian Hampton to pair up with Najee Harris, which is kind of questionable. Packers got Matthew Golden. A great pick. Wide receiver 1 for the Packers. Should help Jordan Love. That has been the draft so far. Good stuff.
Overall, any big surprises this whole draft? Minus Shador Sanders, apparently.
Mine is Shador Sanders falling past the Steelers. I thought the Steelers would have got him. I did not think that they would.
You think
pass on him.
someone would have got him that by now?
Yeah. I think somebody would have. I guess nobody really likes him. So that's the biggest shock. I think the Jags trading up to 2 was also surprising. They gave up a lot to trade up to 2. But I do think Travis Hunter fills 2 needs, so that helps. And
So
I would say
where does Shador-
Tyler Warren's fall as well.
You don't think Shador goes past round 2, right? Right?
I think he's taken in round 2 at the latest. If he's not taken today, I'd be
You know, we should look
really
at
shocked.
round 2 order.
I know the Steelers aren't in there. Yeah, look
I know.
up if you could right now. I'll do the
Yeah,
same.
let me do that.
as the Vikings get ready for their pick.
Yeah, Vikings are about to pick. All right.
Dude, all the Packer fans going home is kind of funny.
Yeah, it is funny. They're all leaving now. What happens if they trade up though? Okay. Round 2. Oh, here comes the Vikings though. I got it. The list though. Donovan Jackson, a guard. Okay. They want to improve the O line behind JJ McCarthy. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Heads will rule. I like that song.
All right.
Another Ohio State player is gone. So here's the second round. Cleveland Browns pick number 33. That could be Shador. But then again, the Browns also did not take Travis Hunter. So there's no Shador to Travis pairing. Houston trades with New York.
No.
Houston trades with New York.
Here you go. Here you go. This is where
Here we go. Here we go. Giants are the 25th overall pick. Texans are out of the first round. Okay.
This is it.
This is going to be interesting.
I'm back for a reason.
Come in here, Ryan.
I'm back.
Come in
Where's
here.
Carlin?
He's in.
I'm right here.
I'm writing down.
Get your goofy eye on screen.
I have him on.
We'll look
screen.
up.
He's
We'll
on
look up
screen.
the trade details after this because knowing it will probably already break.
Seems like it's gonna be
This is either Shador Sanders or Jackson Dart.
They aren't picking any other position. They wouldn't trade this much for any other position.
I'm getting a tweet ready
Oh,
too.
wait. Oh, there's Coach Prime.
They're showing Shador. I'm not.
Giant gods.
Are they in Texas? And he's a coach of Colorado.
I'm not looking beyond that. I'm not even looking at my phone. Okay.
Here's Dart.
The Giants have to be drafting
Okay.
a quarterback.
They showed both.
They're showing both.
Why is Jackson?
This is either Jackson Dart. If it is Jackson Dart over Shador,
We're gonna have
Sanders,
like a big conversation.
we are going.
We're
to
gonna have
a
I'll have to-
big
I'll have to
conversation
read
about
the TikTok.
Shador
How much he's falling.
because the Giants did not have another first round pick. This is a pure trade up because the Giants had the 34th overall pick in round 2.
And they just traded it.
They traded up to 25.
So I'm guessing they gave Houston 34.
Yeah, and probably some more as well.
More, absolutely. For a haul this
If this is Shador,
Schefter said expect a quarterback,
screen.
which obviously is kind of.
here we go.
So
Green Bay. Calm down. And
pick is in.
Serious.
The pick is in,
Pick's in.
and we're in a commercial break.
Of course they're going.
Now theoretically, right?
Yeah.
Whoever they don't take, if I was the Steelers, I'd trade up and get the other.
You want the Steelers to trade up and get the other quarterback available.
Yeah.
Whoever doesn't get picked in this pick.
I would laugh if this was Dart.
They would want us to trade with the Rams.
Because Cleveland picks 33, and they kind of
also
need a
36.
quarterback.
Now let's pick 36.
The Rams could also get a quarterback.
Remember, because they traded.
Oh,
You-
yeah, they
with
traded.
Jacksonville.
Yeah. Cleveland
The
has
Rams-
2 second-round picks early.
Yeah, Rams could also get a quarterback.
Honestly, Ryan and Carlin, like that's a W trade
That
for
is
the
a
Browns.
Really good.
You get 2 early second-round picks and the first-round pick next year.
And then the Jags get their guy.
Yeah,
That they need.
that's a good.
Rams
That's a good trade.
Need a quarterback.
That's a win-win.
The Rams kind of could use a quarterback after Stafford.
And Jackson Dart and Shador Sanders would be good projects.
How-
Just saying. But is it worth getting a first overall pick on them?
How old Stafford?
Stafford's old.
Old.
Like mid-30s?
Probably later
I think he's
30s.
like 37, 30.
Yeah.
So,
To the person who commented, we see your comment. We are not looking at it right now for obvious.
This is insanity.
you didn't even spell Shador right.
That's funny. Okay.
Ian, you're illiterate.
Watch the mic. Watch the mic.
Okay, John, you can't say much because you were screaming when we didn't
Yeah,
get
I
Shador.
was screaming, Carlin. I definitely was. All right. The pick is in.
I'm calling it. It's gonna be Jackson Dart.
Do you think it's going to be Jackson Dart?
No,
I think it's
not
gonna be
Jackson
Jackson Dart.
I'd laugh. Okay, let's real quick while we're in a commercial break. let's see who's winning the draft in terms of school. Penn State still only has 2. Texas has
2, 3.
3. Yeah, they've won 2.
And then Golden makes 3. Georgia
What's the
Michigan
third one?
has 3.
What's the third one for Texas?
Saints.
Oh,
Today Brown, Barron, and then Matthew Golden.
where's Kelvin Banks at?
Kelvin Banks is number 9.
Oh, yeah,
Nine.
yeah. They're tied with 3. Michigan, I think, still is 3.
Well, it's like Mason Graham,
They have 3. Yeah.
Colton Loveland, and then
We counted them.
we got the other dude from Michigan. The D tackle. And then we got
Penn State has 2.
Oregon has 1.
Oregon has 1. Ohio State has 2.
Ibuka and
Yeah. So Michigan and Texas
I
are
think
leading.
everybody else has just 1.
Georgia has 2.
Oh, no, Georgia's 2. I think then everybody else just has either 1 pick, like
Ole Miss has 1, and if it's dark, they have 2.
and Grade Zabel for North Dakota State makes 1, which is really surprising.
This is going to get interesting.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Shador is waiting.
Watching.
Shador's camera sucks, by the way, in Texas.
This is going to be interesting. Carlin, remember, you are a little bit ahead of us.
I think it's Jackson Dart. He looks happy.
Starts shaking his head, so it's probably him.
You don't
I
when
think
that
it's
clip was
Dart.
taken, though.
I think it's Dart.
Oh my god, he's got the Dodaro.
He knows. He knows. All right, here we go. I'll be quiet.
You stay quiet.
Carlin.
I got to get ready for the TikTok.
Yeah, you make that TikTok. Yeah, you made one for Shador already. Follow Inside the Dome TikTok while everybody's at it.
Nice plug.
Yes.
Very, very nice plug. Also follow what's the other podcast you have run?
Beyond the Dome.
Also follow Beyond the Dome.
Sir.
Also follow
All right. While you guys
Here we
do
go, here
that,
we go.
let's watch this pick.
Here we go. With the 25th pick. Be quiet, Carlos. Jackson Dart!
Oh
my God!
Oh!
I called it.
Wha-
Oh, Giants fans, I don't know how they feel. They look angry. Shador fell. Shador's gonna fall out of the first round. That's bad. That's really bad.
Time to go make a TikTok. Hold on. What did the one person go?
Wow.
This is insanity. Yeah.
Yeah, come
it is.
in here, John.
Okay.
Only John.
Okay.
Help. Oh, I just can't hear it.
What do you want to say, Cotter, about it?
Okay. I've been watching the Giants because my parents are Giants fans for the past few years, and I'm just gonna say that this was one of the most awful picks I've ever seen.
Really?
This is one of the worst picks ever.
Atlanta's trading up.
Atlanta's also that they might pick Shador then.
No, they're not.
Oh yeah, Penix, yeah. But no, from the Giants' perspective, especially if they keep all their free QBs they have now in Wilson, Winston, and DeVito, this would be one of the most awful picks of all time. Because Jackson Dart would be a third string, and
They probably cut DeVito.
and developing him with third string players is just not the move.
Yeah.
To me,
The guy
this
has talent.
is a really awful pick for the Giants here.
Yeah, because you have to think Russell Wilson's still the starter, and you have Jameis Winston.
Who's going to be the backup?
Yeah. So it's Jackson Dart's not, and this is a organization with a head coach and a GM on the hot seat too.
Yeah, this is a really weird pick. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. Falcons are trading up.
Falcons traded up and they're the picks in already.
Maybe they're. I mean, Will Johnson's still available.
What's the Falcons head coach's name?
Raheem Morris.
I do wonder. I do wonder who the Giants traded. Did they trade a player? I don't think.
picks.
Yeah,
just
it's
traded-
picks.
That's
They
insane.
traded picks with other Texans.
I don't get that at all.
Like
Like
if they gave up their
like if they
second
had-
and third round picks.
if they had traded Winston, or if they had traded like DeVito to the Texans, then I would have understood it a little bit more. but now they have 4 good QBs.
There we go.
On their
Third
roster.
Ole Miss QB selected in first round common draft era behind Archie and Eli Manning.
That's such an insane pick to me, even
Now,
with the
who are
Ole
the
Miss
Falcons
business.
going to take?
I don't know.
Falcons, I
What
don't
is their
know.
biggest need? Maybe receiver?
This
Who's left for them to take?
in
Luther Burden?
within my memory, this Giants pick is one of the worst I've ever seen. Just from even with
And here they
pre-sight,
drafted Evan Neal,
even with pre-sight.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I
This is
mean,
probably up there.
this is up there, honestly. Yeah,
Sal.
I just don't understand this pick at all.
Paulo Antonio.
he's going to be a third string in an organization where the coaches could be fired at any second.
Literally.
Like even mid-season, like what's that going to do for his development?
I agree.
It's such an
He's
awful
either-
move.
He's going to sit for a year and then maybe he's going to be traded off
That's just still
to a
dumb.
team that needs him.
You don't draft a QB in the first round just to trade him
I
off.
would have been fine with if the Rams didn't even trade their pick and they would have took him. Because
That-
he would have sat behind Stafford.
That's just an awful pick.
Yeah.
Like,
You are going to
unbelievably
lose
awful.
Your job. You are going to lose your job.
After this, I will be kicking both of you out for Ian.
Fair
When
enough.
Yeah,
After
after this
this,
Falcons pick,
yeah.
I do want to see who they take.
They could take Mike Green.
He's still
yeah, Mike Green is, but no, they just drafted an edge rusher. They drafted Jalen Walker earlier,
they're not going to draft 2 then.
unless they want to draft 2.
Two-headed
Mike Green,
monster.
Mike Green is available. Will Johnson is still available,
They do need corner.
and the Ravens are next.
That because is the Giants' offensive line even that good? I don't think it is. Like the Giants' offensive
it's
line,
not
Still
great.
Evan Neal.
they still rank among like the bottom half of the league in the offensive line.
Yeah.
The bottom 15.
Okay, here comes Goodell.
Yeah,
Oh my God, it's getting
Here comes the Falcons pick. Check the Rams. The Rams could have got Shador.
Yeah.
It's Shador Sanders. Watch.
Will Johnson.
Let's see here.
Who?
Kid from
Oh,
Tennessee.
2?
They're going 2 edge rushers.
And not Mike Green. That's also awful.
I kind of like that.
Okay.
What is this draft? That's
I don't know.
insane.
I kind of like it. I'm up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hands
Okay.
up.
You 2 out. Ian
Yeah.
in.
That was awful.
Where's he from again? James Pierce.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back.
Okay. Got a Ravens fan coming
We
in. Carlin.
got a crazy night going on. here.
Yeah. Okay. So the Falcons just drafted 2 edge rushers in the first round: Jalen Walker and James Pierce.
James Pierce was likely one of the guys that I wanted.
Yeah.
Oh.
So in terms of edge rushers available, I mean, Mike Green has yet to be picked.
Mhm.
Shamar Stewart already was. Mikael
Yeah.
Williams was.
I want the Ravens to draft edge, I'm thinking offensive line or defensive line. I really want the Ravens to fucking beef up.
Hey, watch
Sorry,
language.
sorry.
We'll let that slide.
Um,
We'll let that one slide.
Yeah.
We'll let one
I
slide.
want the Ravens to go with the Howie Roseman approach. To how they're drafting, get big dogs, SEC guys like
Yeah.
Malachi Starks. for
Now, in
example.
my mock draft, I had them getting Walter Nolan, who went 16 to the Cardinals already. So that's out of the equation. You guys want corner? Will Johnson is available.
I wouldn't mind corner. I mean, I don't think that's really a first priority for us. So, although, I don't know, I really don't. It would be the most Ravens move ever to trade out in the first round. We used to do that a lot with Ozzie Newsome. I don't know if we've done that yet in the Eric DeCosta era. Yeah, I'm disappointed about James Pierce. Like literally drafted like right before us. I feel like that's why the Falcons traded.
That's
up.
probably why they did.
Yeah.
No, let's real quick. What did you think about Shador and all that? Shador falling, Steelers not taking him. Giants not taking him either.
I think Shador is going to be one of the first picks tomorrow morning or afternoon. When is the draft? Like I know the
It's 7 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. The day 3 draft is pretty early, but I think it's going to be one of the first picks taken tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Shador Sanders has bust potential on him a little bit. I don't know. There's some things that rub me the wrong way when it comes to him.
Yeah, because
I don't trust him, but at the same time, he was not bad in college. Was he a little bit overrated and over covered with the fact that he was playing for Colorado and playing and being Deion Sanders' son? I do think so, but he was one of the most, if not the most accurate quarterback, I think, in college football history. Like, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And we thankfully get you for a commercial break too. Perfect. Round 2, Cleveland has 2 second-round picks now because of the trade.
I think they're going
early.
to get him. I think they're going to get him.
It could be Cleveland.
I think it will be, like, especially with the Giants getting Dart.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm very surprised by that.
Because no other team left in the first round, barring a trade up, will take Shador. Cleveland has 2 second-round picks out of the gate. Giants already took one. Titans already took one. Raiders are still there, potentially. Maybe the Saints at 40 still would maybe go Shador Sanders. That's an option too. But then it's very slim. Steelers are still in play, but they're not in the second round. Ravens, oof. What do we got here? I mean, you guys got DeAndre Hopkins, Rashad Bateman.
Steelers only have like 2 more picks like after today, right? Like
no, they have.
They do not have a lot of picks.
They have a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th.
Oh,
Just
really?
straight up, yeah.
Yeah.
But no second round pick because they traded it in the DK Metcalf trade. Hi again, Lance. Oh geez. Okay. That's crazy. Ravens though.
The pick is in.
The pick is in. What do you want the most for the Ravens?
Edge. Either edge or O-line. Like I said, once I first came in, I really want us to I really want us to win the trenches battle. And like I said, like the most important position in the NFL is the trenches. Like I feel like the Ravens, I feel like Lamar can throw to anyone and be fine. Like he won MVP in 2019. I feel like he should have won it last year. He won it in 2023 as well. Like obviously the Ravens have bigger priorities. Although I must say I want the Ravens to. One thing that the Ravens really need to do better on, especially in the playoffs, is turnovers. Like throughout the regular season, we're fine. Although in the Lamar Jackson era, one of the main reasons why we haven't won in the playoffs is because we don't commit turnovers on defense. I was looking into the stat the other day. I think it's either only 2 or 3. The Ravens have only committed 2 or 3 turnovers in the playoffs in the Lamar Jackson era. One of them against the Bengals, which Lamar didn't play in. That's 9 games total. Before that, the Ravens, the Joe Flacco era, Trent Dilfer era, every single game, the Ray Lewis era, like when the Ravens had one of the best defenses, the Ravens committed a turnover in every single playoff game until 2019 against the Titans. That was the first game the Ravens didn't have a single defensive turnover in, and we lost that game. It was heartbreaking.
Yeah. I will say this too with Jackson Dart. Joe Shane, the GM for the Giants, his son posted like a Jackson Dart highlight tape on his Instagram, which is kind of funny. So that was foreshadowing.
Yeah, it
Jackson
was.
Dart.
Didn't the Giants GM's son?
He wanted
Jay
Daniels.
Yeah.
But there was no chance they could get him that year.
Yeah. I mean, you would have to trade up, and obviously Washington wanted and needed a quarterback. And
same with the Bears. So it's like, why would they do that? Like they were not getting Jane Daniels.
No,
I hate like that clip going viral because like there was no chance of that, and they got a good pick that year too.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens though, here we go.
I would like to see Malachi Starks here. I know I wasn't really talking about safety, but having Kyle Hamilton on one side, Malachi Starks on the other, just it'll be an insane secondary. You really don't have a place on the field to throw to. What do you got? 2 guys right there. Bit nervous right here.
I am kind of intrigued with this.
I trust Eric DaCosta. We're always good first day, I feel like. All right, let's go.
Here we go. Malachi Starks.
Yes. Okay, I like that. All right.
Final thoughts.
I like that. The secondary is going to be scary. I wanted a dog. We got a Georgia Bulldog. You know, I'm not. I kind of like the Georgia Bulldogs, but hey, they got a good culture there. They win games. They win championships.
You fix it. I'm not
Starks was
touching.
on that championship team. I really like this move. I really do. I was watching his highlights earlier in the day. the Ravens secondary. I want turnovers in the playoffs, and I really like what the Ravens have been doing. In the first round, the past couple of years, we got Wiggins last year. We got Flowers this year. Flowers the year before. And now Starks this year. I like this move. I've been hearing a lot of buzz about it. I feel like he was predicted it in a lot of mock drafts, and yeah, I just like this move. Yeah, he covers like a corner.
Yeah.
This is like look at it. Like he presses
He's lined
like,
up. Yeah.
he presses like a corner. We
Oh.
can have him playing corner if we need be. I like this move. I love this move.
Yeah, good versatility here. I like it.
I'm super excited about this move.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's a good pick. Any final
I
thoughts
don't.
with the Ravens?
I'm super excited. I really want this to translate into the playoffs. I already know. I have a general idea of what the Ravens are going to be like this year. I hope they win the division. I think they will. They've never won 3 straight divisions. I think they will as long as he's hyped.
Yeah, he's hyped.
I think the Ravens do win the division as long as Lamar Jackson is healthy and as long as most of the team is healthy per se.
Yeah,
But I'm really excited about this move.
I like it.
I like it.
All right. Well, thank you
That's
for coming
all.
in.
Hey,
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
We got a few more picks left. 5 more. I'll see you out there soon. We'll be right back real quick.
All right, as John goes away, we're celebrating. Malachi Stark, safety, Georgia, to the Ravens. Now the Lions
Man.
are on the clock. Their
They're
pick is
getting
in.
crazy out there. I'm locking the door. It's getting
Dude, you just look over, your door's knocked down.
That's not happening. Hopefully, they can pay for it.
Um,
Okay, I think this Lions pick could be Will Johnson, the corner. He's really slipped so far.
And they need one.
They need a
Their
corner.
their defense got hurt a lot last year. They need something.
Yeah, they lost Carlton Davis
Or-
in free agency.
Or Shador Sanders.
Nah, that's not happening.
They have
didn't
Jared
even-
Goff.
They paid him though not that long ago.
I know.
He's
How
in
old's
there
Jared
for the
Goff?
long run. He's probably like 30, maybe 30 something, early 30s, something like that. I'll check. This guy's excited for the Ravens, same as Ian.
I want to be.
He's 30 years old, Jared Goff. Same age as Mason Rudolph, might I add. That's a good pick for the Ravens. I like it. This should be Will Johnson here. I think he could be like one of the next. Will Johnson could go like he should be a first-round pick. It's crazy how much he's dropping. Maybe because of injury concern, because he did get hurt like the majority of this past season for Michigan. So, yeah, he's been probably the main drop so far, other than Shador. Obviously, Shador is the number 1 drop so far this year. It is crazy though. Jackson Dart went before Shador Sanders. I think that's telling of how the league thinks of him. The fact that the Steelers didn't get him, the Saints didn't get him, the Giants traded into the first round not to get him. It's interesting. It really is. Will Johnson has really dropped too. Will Johnson has a knee issue that has concerned some NFL teams, and helps explain why he's still not been selected.
Who?
Interesting.
Malachi?
Will Johnson, the corner who has not been drafted yet. That's
When the
not-
draft comes to Pittsburgh, what teams do you think is going to be the most booed?
Ravens or Browns, easily.
I don't think the Bengals are going to get that booed.
I think the Browns, probably. Something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
agree. That line in the back round looks so cool.
Yeah. I guess Mel Kiper has not been happy about Shador Sanders falling. I think Mel
know.
Kiper had Shador like as his best quarterback too.
Yeah, that's what my dad said. I
I'm
don't
not
think he was the
picking.
best. I can't wait to talk about why Shador has fallen so much. Unless
I mean, I want to see where he gets picked. Okay, Lions to picking. Wow.
all right, Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle from Ohio State. The Lions got another defensive piece, which I think their D line was not that great last year, if I remember correctly.
They have players, but I mean injuries decimated. That
They're
it's
taking-
good. It's good depth there for a defense.
Yep. Oh, I can't hear you now. Why can't I hear you? My AirPod die. No, you were just being very quiet.
I'm talking. I'm talking. I'm
Hey,
talking.
John. I hear you. You know, actually, what's
talking.
really nice about yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
You know what's really nice about testing this? We're 3.5 hours almost in, and I have the half marathon next Sunday,
Oof.
and this is testing my AirPod length, which is actually really nice.
Yeah, Lions, their defensive tackle, Lee McNeil's not bad. He's only 24. DJ Reader's also not bad too, but he's 30. So I guess it's just a depth piece.
Yeah.
So I mean, their corners, they have DJ Reed, who they got, Terrion Arnold, and Amik Robertson. It's not bad. It's not, and I guess Brian Branch also, but he's also plays safety. So I guess they didn't need a corner, but I guess it's depth. They like building depth. It's always good to have depth on your O line and your D line, I would say. So that's always a good thing. But Shador Sanders, yeah, they showed him, but he's dropping. I think he's out of the first round.
Unless someone trades up.
I don't see any of these last 4 teams taking him, which is unfortunate. But 4 more picks. We have been going 3 hours, 22 minutes, and 2 seconds. Full time. It's good stuff. It's been fun. It's been real fun. We've had 34 total views so far. So I'll take it for what it is. It's been fun.
Dude, I'm reading the comments on the Steelers saying that we got it and saying giving up 300 yards on the ground won't change when we're going 3 and out every position with Rodgers/Rudolph. Someone says it's a good pick. People need to chill. Someone goes, "Welcome. Can he throw the ball?"
I mean, that's what it
Well-
is, though.
We'll get a quarterback. It's just
Who?
who.
I just don't know if anybody left in this draft, especially because Dart is gone now. I mean, Shador is still there, but I feel like he'd be kind of upset if he went to the Steelers like that late. Like,
You have Shador. You have Milrow. You have who
it's
else?
not that exciting after that. It really isn't. Tyler Shuck, Kyle McCord, like Quinn Ewers, Will Howard. There's guys
told you.
available.
They are waiting next year to draft the quarterback.
Yeah, it's
They will trade up and do something big next year. I'm telling
this
you.
team really, I think, wanted Aaron Rodgers from the beginning, and
And they still want him.
yeah.
No,
I
but
think
here's the thing. You get to round 3, right?
yeah.
Shador's there. What do you do?
You take him. You take him. If you're not, then you're insane. Like completely insane if he's still there in round 3. If he's there in round 3, that's insane. I mean,
We
he
have
is
the we have the
literally like
weapons.
Malik
We just
Willis.
need a running back.
We do need a, but I just think it's so deep this year for running back.
Oh, I know.
So many great options. Like the second round is gonna have so many great options, especially like if Will Johnson's still available. I'm gonna look at my mock draft and see like who's still available. Mika Book was taken. I gotta pull up our draft. Donovan Iziraku from Boston College and edge rusher is still available. Maxwell Hairston corner is still available. I believe Jihad Campbell, linebacker, is still available. I had him at 19. He's still available. Mike Green, edge rusher from Marshall, is still available. I had him at 17. Everyone else 16 and below has been taken, except Will Johnson. I had him at 11, and he is still available. So, kind of interesting pick there. I don't know who's going to take him, though. I'll look at the Commanders coming up here. Commanders went from having the 2nd overall pick to the 29th overall pick.
That's absurd.
Yeah, they got Laramie Tunsil, they got Debo Samuel, Javon Kinlaw, Will Harris. They could use a corner. Will Johnson's there. Maybe O lineman here, just to help out the O line. I mean, Will Johnson is sitting right there too. Mike Green is available. They're showing him on the TV right now.
There's like no one left in that stadium.
Yeah, they all left after Green Bay. Watch they trade up though. That'd be so funny. Pick is in. With the 29th pick.
Josh Conley Jr.
I
Makes
had
sense.
him going in the first round. I had him going 32 to the Eagles. Josh Connerly Jr. So they do improve their tackle position, which is not
Yeah,
bad.
they need it too.
They have Tunsil at left tackle, but he is older. And the right tackle is Andrew Wiley, which is
They're
okay.
playing as the Commanders on Madden was so fun with Jaden Daniels, but was so miserable because they had no offensive line and you were running for your life.
Yeah.
So this will help them.
The second Oregon player taken after Derek Harmon with the Steelers. So
Yeah.
I will say it for the last time too, Derek Harmon was a great pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's just the QB question is just so unknown. But I think it is really becoming clear now that every team in the NFL does not like Shador and does not view him as a first-round pick. The Giants,
Not every team. Well, let me put it this way: every team that needs a quarterback.
That's true. Every team that needs a quarterback does not view Shador Sanders as a first-round pick. I think we can officially say that right now. He is not viewed as a first-round pick by the league. The Giants traded up to not even take him. It's telling. And I hope Shador takes that as fuel wherever he goes. I don't even know now, like,
Where
if he would go to a team where he would even start, too. Like, the Browns, I think, are like is the best case scenario for Shador. And the Steelers. The Browns and the Steelers, I think, are like the two best remaining options for him. Because if you look at every other team, I mean, the Rams, he has to sit no matter what. I'm still looking. Seahawks, he'd have to sit behind Darnold. I mean, honestly, Saints might still be a good pick, too. I don't think he'd be drafted by the Jets. I think they like Fields. I would invest in him. In the Raiders, I would say. I would say the only 4 teams remaining that Shador Sanders could go to with a chance to start in 2025, like compete for the starting job, is the Raiders, the Saints, the Steelers, and the Browns. That's it. If he gets drafted anywhere else, he's a backup behind a solidified starter. Maybe not a franchise quarterback, but a solidified starter. And I think if Shador keeps falling and falling and falling, he might have to settle for being a backup and no chance to start, which I would feel bad for him. There's only 4 teams, though.
What is it,
could
though,
start
that
for.
makes him fall this far?
It could be character issues, which some people have said he's too cocky, which could be true. I mean, he's not the biggest prospect. He doesn't have like the biggest arm or anything like that. I feel like he's smart though. It could just be his
Yeah.
cockiness.
Yeah, but then why would people also have him going high overall just because he's a quarterback in this draft?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. Bill's pick is in, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't think Will Johnson goes here. They can go multiple directions here. I'm kind of curious to see what the Bills get. But yeah, we're gonna be talking a lot about Shador. I mean, he will be drafted by the time we do that Steeler episode. But we'll be talking about him no matter what, because we'll also be talking about who they took over him, because they will be taking a quarterback.
Him or
Should
Dart.
be.
Even if they took Jackson Dart, I feel like you would have been like, what? Why did they take? But at least they took a quarterback.
I mean, the only
You know?
quarterback that excites me now is Jalen Milroe, but not as a starter week one.
Besides
They-
Dart, besides Sanders, is what you're saying?
I mean, in terms of who's remaining in the besides Sanders too, obviously.
Okay.
Like after Sanders, the only one that entices me is Milroe, just as a project quarterback. That's it. Like no one else really excites me after that. And I think no one else starts over Mason Rudolph or Aaron Rodgers. So it's not a great situation for the quarterback room for the Steelers. Unless they trade into the second round to get Shador, I feel like Shador would be pissed. But then again, I feel like Shador's going to be pissed no matter what. But if you're Shador, you use it as fuel, you become less cocky, and you realize every team doubted you. Every team didn't want you in the first round. So you use it as fuel.
Watch the Steelers trade with the Eagles.
He could still be a first round pick for all we know. They got somebody coming
Dude,
out.
his Nikes are sick.
Yeah, they are pretty sick. We're not talking about Roger Goodell. We're talking about the person he's coming out with in a wheelchair.
Make a wish, kid.
Watch Roger Goodell tells him to raise up his hand, like he did that other kid. That was so weird.
I know why people don't like Roger Goodell, but I feel like I could sit down and have a beer with Roger Goodell.
I don't think Roger Goodell is like one of the worst commissioners out of all of them.
He's just the commissioner.
And he's not the best. I mean, Adam Silver exists. Gary Bettman exists.
Also, so does the MLB commissioner.
Yeah.
He's horrible.
Yeah, not the best. All right, here we go. Bill's pick. Kind of intrigued. I had
Could have learned Mike Goodell. There you go.
I had a Emeka Ibuka here, but it will not happen. Who?
Maxwell Harrison.
Okay. It is a
Quarterback.
quarter, and it's not Will Johnson.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Corner. Okay. He's dropping. He is dropping. I had him going 26 to the Rams, but I had Will Johnson going 11 to the 49ers. They must be afraid of Will Johnson's knee issues. So he's going to drop into the second round most likely unless the Chiefs or Eagles take him, which is also a real possibility for either of them. It's interesting. It is. What a draft this has been. What a draft.
Imagine
2
they
more
announce
picks.
tomorrow that we're getting Aaron Rodgers.
Man.
Almost there, John. Almost there.
I won't be writing down the rest of the picks too in the document. That will not be happening.
For the entire draft?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Oh, no. We'll be here till Christmas doing that.
Yeah. Yep, NFL draft. Look at this beautiful list. So we have had a total of 3 trades. 3 trades total. And the only one that was like crazy. Oh, the Giants one was pretty crazy. Falcons getting 2 edge rushers is kind of crazy too. I mean, we said they need edge rushers, so they said, let's just get 2. Let's just get 2 of them. I will say, in terms of first round guys remaining them that are falling, Will Johnson number 1, Mike Green number 2. I would say have been the 2 that have really.
Why do the
everyone-
Eagles have the 31st overall pick and the KC has the 32nd?
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe they switched a trade.
Maybe.
Let me check real quick what the official order was. Yeah. It was the Chiefs and the Eagles.
But they
Unless
switched.
this was a trade up.
Well, I feel like they would have announced it.
Okay, well we'll switch it anyway. That's weird. Yeah.
Unless if ESPN has it wrong.
Unless ESPN has it wrong. Yeah, it didn't say like trade unless we missed it. Maxwell, I mean, it's a good pick for the Bills. Add to your corner depth. But, I mean, Will Johnson falling is the story.
We're probably going to go to commercial now, too, because...
Yeah, of course.
Trade alert, yeah.
Okay, so it was a trade.
Yeah, Eagles traded up. His suit's cool.
He's happy.
Well, yeah, I would assume so. He is going to a half-decent team.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, he's happy. He's
Imagine
happy.
he stinks. Ooh.
Here's
That's
the
cool.
thing that, well, you can remember with the Bills, they drafted Kyler Elam a while back in the first round. He was a complete bust. So they're trying again here with Maxwell Hairston.
Dude, look how many people left.
Oh, yeah, oh, man. Yeah, it's only really Eagles and Chiefs fans left. Yeah, they swapped picks, Eagles and Chiefs. I'm never going to write that down. That's just kind of dumb. We're going to commercial, of course. We're almost there. What a night. Cheers. Longest live stream we've done. The 3rd live stream we've ever done. First one was that Steeler one. Then the free agency one that I did by myself. Now this one. So, yep, Steeler episode will be next week. Monday or Tuesday we'll record it. Talk everything Steelers because there's a lot to talk about. I don't think they'll be under the lights next week because playoff series are still happening. Carlin might have a bonus episode at some point. Marathon.
Not next week, the following week.
Following week. So yeah, Steeler episode will be the big thing that happens next week. So stay tuned for that.
Thunderbolts drops next week on Beyond the Dome, too.
Yeah, Beyond the Dome will be cooking. I'll try to get some solo things up there too. So check out Beyond the Dome as well. Okay, 2 more picks. There should be no more commercials after this.
Or trades, unless the
Or
Chiefs want to trade out.
Unless the Steelers trade to pick number 32.
What did the Chiefs even need? A quarterback? Their quarterback stinks.
Tackle, maybe. I feel like they do tackle.
Wide receiver.
Maybe another wide receiver. But I don't know. In terms of like first round value, they kind of got the nice first round wide receivers out already.
Yeah.
Eagles are interesting. Let's look at the Eagles.
Dak, how did you lose that screw?
Bruh, Dak, you get a sleeve that goes over the screw so the screw doesn't fall out like that. Come on, Dak.
Yeah. Eagles maybe could use another right guard. Maybe a right tackle of the future. Maybe another edge rusher to help out. They got some good corners, but they might want a better one over Kele Ringo. So Will Johnson could be there as well. That's an option. I think they like their safeties, though. I don't know about Tristan McCullum. I could see them good defense here, most likely.
Yeah.
Will Johnson could make sense here to really improve that secondary. Who are they showing on this? Oh, that's Ashton Genty. Yeah, overall, interesting first round, to say the least. Very interesting. Shedeur Sanders will be the story of the first round, not going in the first round. So, interesting stuff. Okay, so the Eagles got the 31st. They Chiefs get the 32nd pick and a 5th round pick. So the Eagles lose a 5th round pick. That 5th round pick could be huge. Who knows?
Why the trade up though?
We'll see who the pick is, and we'll see if it makes sense. It could be Will Johnson.
Linebacker. John
Okay.
Campbell. So,
I had him in the first round at like 18 or 19. He's a linebacker. Their current linebackers are Zach Bond, who's really good, and Nakobe Dean. So I think maybe they want to improve over Nakobe Dean there.
maybe.
That's what I could think of. That's most I can think of. So yeah, it's an improvement overall from Alabama. I'll add that on the list there too. My bad. I'm a little behind. There we go. I don't know if you need to trade up one spot for him unless they thought other people were gonna go for him.
The Chiefs pick is in. So theoretically, as long as this is not a trade, and they do the special thing, this is the final pick of the night.
Yeah.
Which,
Jihad
as it stands right
Campbell-
now,
Also, Jihad Campbell is the only pure inside linebacker that has been drafted in the first round, too.
Which, as it stands right now, Shedeur Sanders will most likely fall out of the first round.
Yeah, the Chiefs pick is in. Shedeur Sanders is officially falling. into the
not
second
officially,
round.
Unless they traded.
which
The
they
pick
haven't
is in.
stated.
The pick is in.
Yeah, but sometimes they'll say the pick is in and
Nah,
then
they
say
won't.
the
The
trade.
pick is in.
They they literally did it
Shedeur
tonight.
Sanders is officially out of the first round. We can say
They
that.
literally did that tonight. Mel's best available. Shedeur Sanders.
Poor Mel. Will Johnson, yeah, he's still available. Let's see who else is available. Mike Green is probably still available.
Josh Simmons.
Josh Simmons, yeah, who could be picked here. Let me see who I had with the Chiefs. I had Josh Simmons going to the Chiefs. Maybe I can end on a high note here. I could end on a high note. I had Josh Simmons going to the Chiefs. Maybe I can get that correct. Well, the whole crowd is probably gone now.
Detroit was definitely a better crowd too.
Definitely, yeah. I would not drive up to Green Bay for a draft.
Not Green Bay, no. Pittsburgh, yeah.
Like, what is there to do up there?
Beer, cheese.
After the pick ends, we're ending the stream too. Chiefs pick is in. Josh Simmons. Hopefully, we end with a W. Oh man. Shedeur Sanders. I was playing a song in the car today, and he did not get drafted. Wow. I did not expect him to fall. I don't know if I've seen any mock draft of him falling out of the first round. I don't think I've seen one mock draft. I think the farthest I've seen him fall was the Steelers to 21. And the Steelers did not take him.
Hold on. Here's a trade with shit. Chiefs.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hold on. Never mind.
Yeah, it looks like Howie Roseman really wanted Jahad Campbell. So they're happy. Yeah, I guess the Eagles just wanted to like block another team from taking him. So I guess the Chiefs were never going to take him anyway, so it doesn't hurt. Then again, if you're a Chiefs, you technically help the Eagles, so. Andy Reid. Love the outfit. Looks like he just came back from vacation.
Bro, looks like he needs another cheeseburger.
Yeah, I like Josh Simmons here. Tackle.
Dude, the one person with the Josh Allen head over them.
Mahomes unfortunately still owns him. Oh, man. I'm tired. Long night. 3 hours, 46 minutes, 42 seconds. This has been going on for.
Dang.
Here comes, I think, Roger Goodell. I think. Cheers again.
Here's the final pick of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the first ever Inside the Dome
NFL live stream.
Chiefs select. I got a pick correct.
My AirPod literally just died. We have someone in the chat. This is the greatest draft of all time. The Steelers made a legendary move. Yes.
Josh
yes,
Simmons is the last pick of the draft. I got that correct in my mock at 31 now. That's hilarious. Okay. This has been fun. On Monday or Tuesday, we are going to record our Steeler episode. The Steelers should have drafted a QB by then. We'll talk in that episode about where Shador went as well, because that's relevant to the Steelers because they passed on him. So we're going to talk all about that. This has been fun. 3 hours, 47 minutes, about to be 48 minutes. This has been incredible. Thank you, Carlin, for being a part of it. We are going to end the stream here. So thank you all, and we will see you next time on Inside the Dome.